bit of a recap. You guys went to the opera and got a couple of jobs from Rainier and Mert.
The one from the session
Recap
before
on the
that
jobs.
was the dragon in the harbor.
Yeah, you guys have the dragon in the harbor that's stirred up a bit of trouble, but you've been asked to specifically to figure out whether it is a threat or not. If it's a danger to Waterdeep and her people, or whether it's just okay, they're there now.
There's a dragon down there. That could be a good thing. More tourism.
Nice gimmick.
What better? I mean, it's great for tourism,
I mean,
probably.
hey, look, if we can get a deal going with this dragon, look, I know how to fence some really dumb tourists. A boat ride, you surface, and then you get a cut of the gold, which is never a bad thing, right?
I mean,
Well, you'll just have to ask the dragon.
And hey, easy money. You just once a day, or maybe a few times a day, you just surface and then go back down, and that's money for you.
You barely even have to surface. You can just
Very intrigued by
flip the
these
tail up.
killer scarecrows that have been
Yeah.
terrorizing the people.
No deaths due to the scarecrow at this point, but there are
rumors of attacks and
they've
animal deaths, right?
kind of terrorized some people and has killed some livestock, chased horses, and spooked farmers.
Yeah, that's gonna be problematic.
Sounds like a Scooby-Doo mystery to me.
Yeah. Where we begin is, I believe, we left it off that night, and I think it is only appropriate to begin the next morning, or if there's... Cordelia went to go have some tea with Fallah.
And
Indeed.
yeah, I'm definitely just gonna ask both Nyla and Celia to just let that be for now and just go. Let's go back to the Troll Skull and just let them have their night.
Oh yeah, Celia's already walking back.
Yeah, Nyla's of the note of, we probably shouldn't be waiting up for them.
Yeah, I think Celia's of that same note.
Okay, good. All right, come on.
Celia and Othronus, I think Nyla's probably not very much caring, but make a perception check.
Sure.
What you got?
17.
Ooh.
17.
4.
Ooh.
God, I just can't perceive anything. My perception checks are awful.
Oh no.
Not very perceptive.
You're just not interested. You're just heading back.
I guess I'm just whatever. I'm done with this.
Yeah, as you guys are rounding your way around the building, up the stairs into the living areas, Othronus, you feel a little bit of a tickle on the back of your neck as you turn around and see, this time, 2 elven silhouettes duck out of view from quite a distance away.
I'm just gonna put my head to it's very much like that. It's been a very long night.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, I'm gonna go grab 2 drinks and ask see if she wants one, and then nonchalantly just let her know the shadows are back. 2 of them this time, and I just point to where I saw them and just head upstairs.
I think that she's mid-sip when you say that. Yeah, I think she's mid-sip when you say that, and then when you say that, it just goes down the wrong pipe and she starts choking on her drink.
Do you
Not gonna lie, that's a
blessings
little
of God?
disappointed. I thought you were far more experienced.
No, shadows. What shadows?
Well, you know how, and he just gestures to his feet, you know how we have a shadow when we're on the opposite side of the light?
Yes.
Well, I saw 2 of those. Well, one was following you back when we had our walk yesterday. and then another 2 are following you again, and they match a very similar outline, and he just gestures to you, ears. They match yours, and they seem to be following. It's either me or you, and I don't. It could be me. I honestly don't know. But just last time looked more like it was you. This time I couldn't really say.
Do you point to where you saw them?
Yeah, I just let you know. Yeah, over
Okay.
there. So yeah, have fun.
She's not going to say anything. She's going to start walking over towards there. Just, okay, bye.
Try not to get bad.
Yeah. So you're walking over in their direction.
Yes.
All right. Make a perception check.
Fingers crossed.
Good luck.
I'm actually gonna roll to see if I would follow her or not, because he may care, he may not.
12. I think that's my highest perception check so far.
Okay, yeah. I'll wait till you get maybe 20 feet ahead before I start to follow. I'll finish my drink first.
All
Can I
right.
roll with me stealth or?
You can roll a stealth check if you want to remain out of view, specifically at this point from Celia.
Okay, wrong character, but that's still the right number.
Mm-hmm. Either way, it's way above a 12.
Fair enough. Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, Celia, but you're not stealthing
Nope.
to try to get to them.
Nope.
You get to the spot that Othronus had pointed out earlier, and there's nobody there.
Did they leave any traces or anything, or anything? Did they leave anything behind?
Roll a investigation or survival check.
Let's go investigation. $13. Woo!
Ooh.
2 10s in
Give
a
me a
row.
perception check instead of investigation, because I'm not looking physically through the things to find something. I'm just looking to see if I can spot anything else around.
You do find something. What was that, Tyler? Again? Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to ask,
I might.
could I make a perception check to see if someone's trying to come up behind her, or just someone else is watching her from a rooftop?
Yeah, go on and make your own perception check at this point. But in the meantime, Celia, you find on the ground, after a little bit of searching, you don't find any traces, any footsteps leading away. But you do find on the ground behind basically a piece of cover from the view of Trollskull Alley. You do find nat 20. You find a black eye patch that seems neatly laid there, intentionally left behind.
Wait a minute.
Othronus, you said that you were about 20 feet back?
Yeah.
I think you see this from, let's see. You guys would be around there at that point. You're looking around from this crossroads there, and you see two dark silhouetted figures running along the rooftops over there as they duck down into or you're not entirely sure where they're going, but they're disappearing behind the silhouette of a building.
How familiar am I to this
Heading-
eye patch?
One last thing, Athronis. You would note that they are heading at this moment south.
So that'd be toward the dock.
You're north of a lot of places right now, so it could be a lot of places in the city. But yes, south.
All right, I'll just jot that down because it's really late at night for him to go sleuthing.
Yeah. Celia, can I see you in secrets?
Wait, what was that? Okay.
You've
You were
discovered
asking
the
how
math.
familiar you are.
It's an eye
I
patch,
think I know
though.
exactly whose eye patch this is, and if it's who I think it is, I am so boned.
Good luck. Goodbye.
Mhm.
The people who owe her money, they're coming for her.
Well, here's the thing. We know
Or
she,
no, the people she owes
wants to get
money
money to somebody, but we
Mhm.
don't know what she may have done to get money from others. This may be someone she may have tried to scam or promise something to.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good history. She probably knows how bad it's gonna go.
Oh man.
I'm so sorry.
Return.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, so just so we don't get any surprises,
Celia,
she's
are you
been
doomed?
possessed by this eye patch, hasn't she? It was cursed.
You'd like to know.
Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm
No, she's
assuming
been murdered
that,
by
like,
it.
she's
Just
now a spy.
it just
We'll just
came up
never
and
figure it
choked
out.
her, Stephen King style. Yes, we would like to know. I am burning with curiosity.
I mean, for the time being, I saw them go south, and I'm just waiting to see if anyone's going to jump her. If not, I'll just keep my distance and assume follow her back, but I don't know what she'll do.
Athronis, you got a solid stealth check, and Celia, you got a so-so perception check. Siler, Athronis, do you make yourself known to Celia, or do you sneak back alone?
I'm actually going to give it a second to see if there was anyone else besides the people I saw, like, booking it south.
No.
All right,
don't
then.
See anybody else booking?
We'll actually just take out a cigar, the lavender one, and just wait till that smell gets just very much in the air and just use that to kind of let her know I was probably here.
So you're leaving the scent behind, but you're not making yourself directly known?
No, just walking back, essentially the same path she would take if and when she decides.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think it takes a good couple of minutes before Celia is able to kind of regroup herself a bit and start heading back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I maybe waited 2 or 3 minutes before I left just to make sure there was no one else, but then I did just leave on my own.
Yeah, she is not really focused. I think she smells the lavender as she starts walking back. And I think there's a part of her that kind of like registers like, Arthurus was here, wasn't he? But that is the least of her concerns right now.
No, he'll be downstairs finishing the drink and just smoking.
Is there anything else you would like to do that night? Do you guys want to talk? Do you guys want to just...
I guess when I get back in, if he's downstairs drinking, Celia will finish her drink and then ask him, so what did you see?
What did I see? The first time or the second time?
This time.
This time, the first time, or the second time?
Both.
Shadows. People, obviously someone looking for... I'm assuming it's you now, but maybe it's someone else. They were careful. They knew how not to make sound, but, you know, shadow's hard to hide if you don't know how. And... well, I may have seen where they may have been heading.
And where are they heading?
These guys after you for some reason? Are you after them?
Just Did it look like they were heading down towards the docks?
I mean, take a look at where we are. Going to the docks, really anywhere you could get there. So, they were headed south, but that's anywhere. That could lead you just about anywhere.
Celia will nod and then down the rest of her drink in one large gulp.
Careful not to choke.
Noted. And then she's gonna start making her way back upstairs.
No spit take this time.
No, not this time.
You're just gonna wait a second to see if she starts. Because if you ever downed a drink like that hard, you'll notice if you stand up too quick.
Do I need to make a Constitution?
Constitution saving throw. Just see how you're doing.
You'll be fine, but for that split second, if you get up too quick, you'll feel it.
Yeah, you're not gonna get shit-faced drunk, but you might be
wobbly for that 1 second. Okay, you're good.
11.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you are wobbly for sure, but you
But you're still you. You got you.
With your nimbleness and your
my amazing dexterity,
adjusted balance, you are able to catch yourself and keep yourself up, though you do kind of feel it, particularly in that moment, the ground shifting beneath you.
Mm-hmm.
There's just an audible chuckle.
Celia will kind of shake her head to kind of clear her, I guess, mind of probably that brief fog that she got hit with for a second. And then she's going to start making her way upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think you need to roll a check at this point. You are able to make it up to your room and, if you wish, put yourself to bed.
Nice.
Athronis, was there anything else you wanted to do this night, or?
Yeah, I'm going to install the lock that I got from the smith.
Right. Also, there are you already applied the salve to the egg already, didn't you?
Yes, we did that before we left for the opera.
Right.
So I'm waiting a week or 10 days before I do it again.
Yeah, I think it's once a week, and you have enough to last you until the end of the year. Yeah.
Sweet.
Which is, I think, only a month to maybe 3. I need to check. Only a little bit away. It's not like you've got enough to last you over half a year or anything like that. But, assuming you're going to bed, you all wake up the next morning. As you awake, you guys realize Cordelia is already at the house.
Jeez. Sorry there, then she's probably up, how early? Are we saying?
You're waking up? That's up to you.
Okay, alright.
When did you get to bed?
Really late, but I think she's got a lot on her brain, so she'll still be up from the previous night.
Alright.
Maybe she tossed and turned a bit, but that's about it.
Yep.
Wait, so what time is Cordelia getting back?
How is she getting back? Maybe around 2 a.m.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Perfect. Because after my 4-hour trance, Celia's definitely going to try and leave and check out the docks at night.
Ooh. At night.
I think that would probably be roughly
about the same time.
Around roughly around the same time.
Just passing through without a word.
Mm-hmm.
So Celia, as you're coming down, you hear a as the front door opens. I think, Cordelia, you're probably pretty tired at the moment, so Celia, roll a stealth check against her passive perception. Do you think that sounds fair?
I'm not trying to be stealthy, so if she wants to try and see me. Yeah, she's like, at least not until she gets further down. She's not being very stealthy right now.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'd say that this would probably be as you're leaving through the front door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, passive perception is 10.
Yeah.
For me.
Well, at this point, I think you already see her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think we almost like bump into each other.
Okay.
Yeah, Celia doesn't say anything.
So,
she just walks right past you again.
Yeah.
You're
just entering the home. Celia, as you open the door, Celia's at the door, and she just like walks past you. What do you do?
Well, good morning, Miss Celia. Where are you going?
Out.
Out where?
Don't worry about it. I'll be back in... I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, I'm guessing this ain't a typical excursion for a midnight snack. What, are you gonna get into something dangerous?
Hopefully not.
Well, do you want a hand? Do you want backup? I help you.
Celia will actually like stop and turn back around and kind of look at Cordelia. And there's like a brief second of she wants to say yes.
Oh.
But then she like kind of shakes her head. It's probably best I do this by myself, but thank you though.
You sure? I'd hate to see you come back all beaten up or not at all. Only if you're sure.
If things go south, I won't be back. And then she's gonna leave.
Aw. Cordelia just watches her go, just looking puppy dog-eyed, like, aw, poor baby, be safe.
Alright. So, I'm gonna use the blue token to represent you at this moment, Celia. Because I believe Athronis, I assume you probably went to sleep, and I don't know if you're following after her at the moment.
I mean, she would wake up way earlier than me because we're going to sleep at the same time, but I've got another 4 hours of mine.
Yeah. So, well, I guess at this point, it's probably would bear asking, Celia, where are you going?
I'm going... Okay, so, based off of my history, off of my past, where would the ships be? Would they be in the dock ward?
You would presume that the ships would be at the dock.
Then I'm going to go there.
You understand that there is... Well, as you're walking down these roads, are you walking? Are you hiring a hire coach? Are you...
would I know how long it would take me to get down here?
It would probably take you walking the length, pretty much the length of the city. It would probably take you about an hour.
And then I'm going to walk.
Okay. I actually haven't done the calculations in my head on how long it would take. I'm just going to say walking the length of the city at like a relatively speedy pace, but still walking would take roughly an hour.
Really sorry, but I did a roll to see if just maybe Cordelia would follow her, like 15 to 20 she would, and I rolled an 18.
Woo, follow me!
Ooh.
Yes! I was so hoping you would.
Oh, good. Okay, I didn't want to intrude on your missteps.
No. Because I mean, I want you guys to find out about Celia's backstory and everything too. So I'm like, please follow me.
Yeah, I really want.
Celia doesn't necessarily.
Celia doesn't.
So
me, the player, does.
They're all tracking, like Like
Roll-
survival for tracking or stealth?
If you're, I don't think this would be you're tracking her. I think it's just roll stealth to maintain your distance. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So Cordelia
And,
still in her ball gown.
Celia, do you want to use your passive perception, or do you think that Celia would actually actively be searching for people following
I
her?
think she would actively be searching, especially the closer she gets to the dock board. She would start getting more on her guard.
All right. Roll contested stealth and perception checks.
Okay, for stealth, I rolled.
You don't need to roll perception. You just need to roll stealth.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I rolled a total of 24.
Yep. I don't see
Nice.
anything.
Stealthy.
You
Oh, God.
you are. I presume you have your rifle with you, and I presume you're probably still in your red dress.
Yep.
But you are stealthy. You're sticking to the shadows. You're actually keeping track of her as you're passing through alleys.
I think it's because I'm looking for other drow figures, so I'm not looking for a halfling.
You're just not. You're just not looking down enough.
My angle of
No.
sight is wrong.
It's perfect.
So funny in my head, it's ridiculous.
So as Cordelia's stealthing through hay bales and whatnot, little Assassin's Creed reference there.
Yes.
Celia, your mind is filled with a number of memories of what you might be expecting. You know that that these people travel in 3 ships from place to place, and that 2 ships would land at the docks, and 1 would take up anchor farther out at sea. And as you approach the docks, you see, well, a very familiar sight. You actually have to walk, probably you walk down the docks a bit and then you walk up the docks a bit, but you eventually find, let's see, say there, you find 2 very familiar ships, and looking out to the bay, you see a very familiar 3rd ship.
Oh no. I think at this point Celia is going to immediately start trying to stealth and hide from anyone that may be looking from those ships, around the ships.
Backstory, yes.
You roll a perception check. I think Cordelia, roll a stealth and perception check, though I think Cordelia, you would still, even if you're maybe having a hard time seeing her as she's blending in, I think you would know where Celia is at this point. Did I say Celia earlier? Cordelia. You would know where she
who
is
do you want?
At this moment.
Roll? Okay. Alright.
Cordelia, you see a very... you see what Celia sees. You see a number of ships at harbor, and in the bay as well. But, none of this is particularly sticking out to you as, like, in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, so what, I roll a perception and a stealth, or what did you say I rolled?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll a perception check to see what you are able to
14!
see.
God, the perception is just not there.
And stealth check as well to see if they see you.
Fuck.
Man, tonight's just not your night.
Rough.
roll some dice and see what happens.
Whee!
Okay.
Sniper some biatches.
Okay. So, with that perception check, you're still able to see a decent amount. You see, particularly at these ships that are at the harbor, you see, looks like they have been here for a decent amount of time. They have both sides of this one section of the dock. That's a pretty wide dock, all in all. The in between these ships is also has supplies laid out, and Cordelia, you actually look. You're kind of, I assume, looking back and forth between Celia and what you presume that she's looking at, and you see these ships.
Yeah.
There's, let's see, there's a float, sectioned out there. You see a tent, that's, curled and rolled up, to be stored. But a red and white striped tent. What was that?
It's a circus. Oh my god.
You also see on these ships, guard has kind of are on both of these ships, less so in the area between them. But there are guards at the top of the ramps leading to these ships, and there are several guards laid out, kind of patrolling around along the decks of the ship.
So, is this tent you described? Is that on the ship or like on the street by the ship?
The tent is on the dock between the two ships.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Does anyone see me?
With that stealth check, and that perception check, you're uncertain, but you're still in your hiding. Excuse me. You're still in your hiding spot.
Okay.
How long do you wait there?
I think I'm gonna wait here for a good while. Probably almost an hour, just to wait and see if I see any sort of movement coming from the ships.
Yeah. Yeah. I assume that during this time you're examining patrols and where they're moving. In that time, you do, upon closer inspection, you do notice that these people on the ships, these dock hands, appear to be human. There are easily a dozen that you can see, and presumably more beyond your view. You notice, as one of them is patrolling during this time, like a couple of them are talking with each other, and time continues to pass. Let's see. Roll another perception check.
I believe this
And
time,
Cordelia, you can do this one too.
Okay. Base 10.
Wow.
That's
Oof.
10.
10. All right.
Nothing's gonna die tonight. We're gonna die tonight,
Oh
girl.
my gosh, Celia, what is
You guys
with
are
your
just gonna
eyes today?
Go around and nothing will be done.
The moon's shining too bright. It's obscuring your vision.
Apparently.
Sunlight. Yeah, you don't even have disadvantage.
Why weren't
I
you
don't.
out
It's just
school?
straight rolls. It's so bad.
Uh, uh, let's see. Cordelia, where do you think you are relative to Celia? Celia, I assume that you're in an alley behind some
I
boxes at this
sure
point.
am. I am hiding.
Yeah. Do you think that you're like on a roof in the
Yeah.
same alley but behind her?
I'm thinking kind of a roof. Like, are there any flat enough to where she can kind of station herself with her rifle in case she needs to sniper somebody out? That's kind of the idea.
I think you're able to clamber up to a balcony that is in this alleyway. Somebody's apartment has this small balcony that you have kind of set yourself up on. Small one, but it's a perch that won't draw too much attention.
Okay. Should I roll a stealth so that I'm not waking whoever lives in this apartment?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see, base 12 and stealth, that makes 16.
All right. 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think when you climb up there, there's you can hear some snoring. You kind of like pause for a moment as you hear it stop for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
and then it continues.
All right.
Unimpeded. You said that you rolled a 10 earlier on your stealth check, on your perception check.
On mine, yeah.
Let me. Okay, let me just roll something.
Oh no.
Oh
I think I know
no.
how this is gonna go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, it was about as close as it could be, but still, no. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have followed me after all.
Apparently not. It's okay. Friendship.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
The suspense is killing me.
I'm sorry. This is kind of painful, but I'm trying to figure out what happens exactly. Celia, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Oh fuck.
Oh crap.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly turn on my heels and see who it is. Definitely. I think I'm gonna. In the meantime, as well, I'm also pulling out my rapier.
Yes.
Gonna aim, just in case. But then again, my perception wasn't good.
I think you're seeing this about as I think you were looking out on the boat at the moment, and as you kind of see out of the corner of your eye, see a spin around, you're seeing this as well.
Okay.
With a perception of 10, you're still seeing obvious things, but maybe not so obvious things.
Yeah.
You actually see Celia and Cordelia, the armor figure of the city guard captain, the city watch captain.
Oh fuck.
That you guys met for in the before times. What am I saying?
Oh hey, long time no see.
What are you doing here?
Chillin'.
Watching the birds go by.
Sightseeing.
Mm-hmm. Can I get an honest answer?
How was the whole, gang stuff cleanup? How'd that go?
Oh, just about as well as it could have gone. You seem a little on edge. Do you want to go and talk about it?
No.
No?
And she's gonna like shield her rapier and then kind of start to try and walk around him and head back. Nice talking to you. Quick pat on the shoulder.
He kind of, not too firmly, but he kind of grabs you by the arm to kind of try to keep you from walking away. And it's like, I think it would be good for us to talk in private. And he winks at you. And yeah.
What?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Say the word now,
She
shut him
is
down, honey.
her free hand has kind of gone back to the hilt of her rapier. I guess lead the way?
He's going to ask you to become an informant.
He leads you to actually a bit of a distance. Cordelia, are you following at this moment?
Oh yeah, following.
I do want to check. Did that interaction cause anyone else to take notice of us other than Cordelia?
It's early in the morning. No.
Okay.
You are hidden in an alley. He's leading you down back streets, interestingly enough. Are you okay, I guess Cordelia, you're following from behind. Roll a I guess I'd say perception or survival to kind of keep track of them as they're weaving through the city.
Oh, shite. Yeah, survival, that's a grand total.
Okay,
of
cut
7.
out there.
That's a grand total of 7 for survival.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah.
And Cordelia gets lost. And then gets sold to the circus.
Oh no.
Plot twist.
Actually, that'd be a cool plot. Not gonna lie. And it would bring up backstory, so I'm all for this. Kidnap me, people.
Come get me.
I'll be a sharpshooter. It could be Buffalo Bill's Wild West Circus. Oh, I am so down for this. Come kidnap me.
That's pretty... But that's later.
I feel like that happens
Or
in game.
is it-
Like she realizes she lost track of him, and then she just goes in the middle of the street and just like spreads her arms wide and goes, "Kidnap me!"
Kidnap me so I can find my friend. This guard captain leads you around several bends, and let's see, what's the word? Alleyways. That's what I'm looking for. Dodging out of view of a couple of individuals that happen to be on the street, including a couple of guards of the city.
Oh,
You notice.
interesting.
He's not a real guard.
Oh no.
He then leads you into... He opens up a door in one of these alleyways that leads into a building and kind of gestures for you to enter.
I'm gonna like peek my head through the door and take a look around first before I enter. Do I see anything?
What you see seems to actually be, upon a moment of examination, the backstage for a theater. Various props and set pieces. You can see currently the curtain is open and you can see the seats. It is empty.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Hand still on her rapier, she's gonna walk through the door.
Yes.
So I imagine I lost him.
Yes, at this point you have lost them.
Darn.
Oh no, my backup.
I'll just wait for the distant screams.
Yeah, it shouldn't be long.
You walk in, and you hear the doors close behind you. And you hear a voice says, "Well, now that we're out of view of prying eyes, we can talk." This is a distinctly different voice than the guard captain you've met before.
Oh no.
Do I recognize this voice?
History.
Roll a history check, I think. You can also turn around.
If this is who I think it is, I don't want to turn around.
Ooh.
Good lord, what was my roll today?
It's, you know, it's just so...
It's just, it's something that I don't want to
much.
Remember.
But you can turn around.
I'm gonna turn around.
You still see the guard captain, but only for a moment, as this figure reaches towards his not empty head, but head that is currently wearing no hat or helmet of any kind, and reaches up top, grabs something, and pulls off a hat that has now come into existence, apparently. And you see a magical disguise disappear as you see this figure appear before you, and kind of take hat in hand, puts his hat to his chest, and does a little bow. "Welcome back, Celia. It's nice to see you again. Though I admit we didn't get much time to talk last time."
It's nice to see you again, Captain. She is like shaking.
You see his barren head. It is he's actually shaved bald, which you would recognize as clear defiance of Drow hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
You seem very nervous. Do you want a drink? Would that ease your tension? What can I do?
No, I'm fine. Thank you for your gracious hospitality.
When you were stocking my ships, I thought that you wanted to talk.
Well, I wanted to return this. And she's gonna reach into her bag and pull out the eye patch that was left.
A calling card. I had planned to come to you tomorrow to talk, but I see that won't be necessary. Your friend might need a good explanation, though, for what you're doing down here.
I don't know much about friends. The
halfling who is following you.
It's gonna take a second for Stila to realize who he's talking about. And in her mind, she's like, God, where... And then she's gonna look even more scared. What happened to her?
She's fine. I made sure to lose her as we were making our way here.
Join the circus, y'all.
There's a quick flash of relief on Celia's face, but then she realizes the situation that she's in again and goes back to being terrified.
Uh,
I think at this point she's going to try and take like a step back away from him just slightly.
As I have said before, you don't need to be frightened. You left so quickly last time. Didn't get that proper chance to, well, speak of what happened. He kind of turns as he is pouring himself a drink, and he kind of, as he says that last part, he kind of head still turned down towards the drink, but one of his eyes is behind that familiar eye patch, but the other darts towards you.
I had assumed the others would have reported back to you.
Oh, I know very well of what happened.
She pales even more.
We just didn't get a chance to reassure you we hold no ill will. Well, I don't. He says as he hands you a drink.
She will reach out and hold it, but she's not taking a sip from it. And there's a quick moment of surprise. Wait, you don't.
Don't get me wrong, there are some Brigandart members that are quite upset at what happened. But I understand that sometimes he just kind of shrugs. We cannot control what befalls our missions. But nonetheless, you running away did pose quite a danger to our organization, and we do not wish for that to happen again. The offer stands if you are interested in joining with us again, but you will have to prove yourself. Certainly.
There's her mouth falls open, and she looks completely dumbstruck, like she can't really believe the things that she's hearing right now. Yes, whatever it takes, yes, absolutely.
Well, once again, I trust you understand that secrecy is important to our organization, and that we do not take it lightly if we are discovered in our workings.
Of course.
I recommend not joining us on the ships until you are, how we say, more adequately regarded by the rest of the crew.
That's understandable, yes.
If you're interested in restoring your reputation, what reputation you had, and I would understand excelling, I have a small mission for you. So easy a gang of street urchins could pull it off. Kind of looks to you like,
what is it?
Sipping his drink.
She immediately jumps at that opportunity.
I want you to deliver an expose to a Laxi Rudabest. Ridiculous name. But he is a publisher of a broadsheet in the North Ward. known as the Waterdeep Wazoo, without his knowing who wrote it or where it came from. He hands you a slip of paper, presumably the expose he mentioned. You'll find his office at the corner of Aymar Street and Stallion Street in the North Ward. Leave the story at his desk.
Is that everything?
That's all I ask as for now. It will not be the only thing if you wish to restore yourself within Brigandarth. And I know that you've been, up until this point, adequate at keeping secrets. How about one more? My actual name? I do enjoy the guise of Xantos, Zord, but please, call me Jarlax Lebenre. And roll a history check for me, please.
Okay. 12.
Roll at advantage. Because this would be something I think that would deserve an advantage roll, I think, as well.
Damn, Celia, what's wrong tonight?
Oh my god. 4.
You're not rolling all that well.
Nope.
I mean, you still get the 12.
Amazing.
Still, even with that, the name Benre seems familiar, though you can't quite place it.
Okay.
At the moment, at least.
Yeah. Okay. Making a note of his name.
I trust you will deliver this expose before I harvest.
Absolutely. I won't let you down again.
Well, if you will, it seems we have business to attend to. Leave through the front door. Your friend will likely be back shortly, following you. Might make herself known, might not. I trust you can find a reliable diversion of the truth for them.
Of course.
Very well. As he says that, he kind of tips his hat to you and turns invisible.
Celia returns that with a small curtsy.
And you are in this empty theater.
And then she is going to pocket that letter, that expose of hers, securely, as if her life depends on it, and make her way out the front door.
So Cordelia.
Yeah, so about that, I've got something in mind if she fails another survival check. Because I'm thinking that's what she needs to get back there. So should I go ahead and do that survival check?
Yeah, go on ahead. I presume that you'd continue searching for her and not just head back, but
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're staying behind to search, roll that survival check.
Yeah, that's a grand total of 6.
Yeah, you're not able to find this building or where Celia went. For I'd say 20 minutes, but I think you do see as like you just kind of happen upon chance. You happen to see Celia making her way back. You do not see her leave this building or anything like that.
Or join the circus.
Yeah, I don't think Cordelia is joining the circus.
Darn.
Nice try, though. Later. Next session.
Uh-huh.
Maybe another time. So you see Celia making her way back.
Mm-hmm.
What would you... Actually, Celia, make... Cordelia, roll a stealth check, and Celia, make a perception check.
Yeah, 6 again.
So Celia, now this time now you do see Cordelia.
Ew.
Perched on a roof.
Awesome.
Kind of pressed up against it, I think, but kind of the roof is at an angle, so you can see her peeking her head over.
I am going to keep making my way back to the tavern as if I don't see her.
Oh, you ignored me now? I think maybe she'll say that as she jumps down.
Okay, so you're making yourself known?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So now Celia, yes.
I think as
Cordelia has climbed.
That. Yes. I think as she sees that and sees Cordelia, jump down and start talking, she will quickly motion for Cordelia to be quiet, and then she's gonna look around as if she's looking to see if anyone else is around or notice them. She's kind of trying to play it up a bit.
Let me see. No.
I don't think
you're on a
would.
main street, and there's like some people like a ways down both sides, but with where you're at right now, nobody seems to be following you or watching you. So it seems clear.
What are you doing here? Or why are you here? And why are you so loud?
I didn't think I was being loud. I followed you real quiet, like, and well, until now. But I wanted to make sure you were okay, Miss Celia. Seemed like you were awful upset, like there was something you had to do, and I wanted to make sure you was okay.
I'm fine now. I needed to check out people that have been following me. I think I still have some more work to do, but I am okay. And she's gonna look herself up and down and then kind of like stick her arms out like, see, I'm fine.
Yes, you are, indeed. I don't know why I worried about you. You're just such a competent young lady, and she just kind of smacks your arm.
Yeah. Ow.
So, who we gotta appease?
Appease?
Yeah. Came here for something? You owe somebody something?
No. Well, Orthronus had said that I was being followed, so I just wanted to see who it was that was following me.
You're not a runaway bride too, are you? Us ladies gotta stick together.
No, wait, two? Are you a...
Oh.
Are you a...
Did I say that?
Is that why you were wearing that wedding dress?
Yes.
So you're a runaway bride, as well as looking for your father.
That's affirmative.
Does your father know about the wedding? The not wedding?
No, that's what I was trying to find him about.
That sounds complicated.
It is. But things are coming around. Hopefully I'll find him soon.
Well, here's hoping, I guess. Is he supposed to stop the wedding, or?
Well, the wedding was supposed to Well, see, there's this, and she kind of glances around. She's like, maybe this should wait for a quiet place.
Sure. Let's get back to the tavern.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
cool theater. Kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not telling her anything about the theater. Let's get back to the tavern.
No, I'm kidding. You make your way back to the tavern. It's about an hour. Cordelia, if you stay up too much longer, you're gonna be getting
Taking a
up
level
on
in
the-
exhaustion.
Not necessarily, probably exhaustion, yeah. But you want to be able to get a long rest without. If you want to be able to get a long rest without getting up too late, you'll probably want to do that soon. Not immediately necessarily, but soon.
Why don't we?
Uh,
It's getting late or early. Why don't we talk about this later?
you know what? That's a fine idea. You can tell me all your secrets and I'll tell you mine.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Because we're best friends and that's what best friends do.
Sure.
I was your best friend. Zam
Good
just
night, then.
sitting on the counter
And,
with a mug of
Zam,
coffee.
get out of here,
No,
punt.
He's her surrogate child. She loves him even more, but in a different way.
Dang, even more? Rude.
You're just saying things now.
She's lying to you. She's just trying to make you happy.
I know. I'm emotional. Exporting? Yeah, exporting emotionally. No, I'm kidding.
When did you learn that word? Do you even know what it means?
He was trying to stay extort.
I know.
I overheard like some of my the not great dudes at the sewers say something about exporting things and like exporting people and then extorting things.
Yep.
That's how those go, right?
Absolutely.
You're talking about exploring.
Yes.
Oh man.
Poor kid's never gonna learn how to read.
Oh no,
Right.
never.
Well, I think that's a good place to leave that night.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody probably takes away the coffee from Zam.
Celia does. Thank you.
You guys all wake up the next morning. Probably, Cordelia, you wake up pretty late, but you are not exhausted.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do today?
How many?
Share all of our secrets.
How many days do I have until the harvest?
High Harvestide, which is the day that your captain requested you deliver this expose by, as well as the day of the Rainier's party, is in, I think at this point, 3 days from now.
Woo.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
I think I said it was 4 last time. It was 2 days now
You're the DM.
until
When is it?
the full moon, which is when you guys were. It's 2 days until the full moon, 3 days until High Harvestide.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Full moon is when you guys are recommended to visit the Court of the White Bull for quote unquote something fun.
Woo.
Woohoo.
Okay.
He didn't give you a straight answer, and you guys haven't found out from anybody else what goes on the full moon.
I mean, Celia
But
knows a
just
couple things that happen on the full moon, but I don't think it's any of those.
That's fair. So recap again, there's the dragon in the harbor, there's the scarecrows outside the city, there's this expose to deliver, and Nyla is going off and exploring the Order of the Gauntlet, seeing what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
As well as there is the Court of the White Bull during the full moon, and there is Rainier's party on High Harvestide.
I'm so excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
If there's also, I will also remind you guys, there are a couple more shops in Troll Skull Alley for you guys to explore if you choose to do so.
Right.
I got
There
all of
is
4 gold. You want me to go
Bookworms,
to-
treasure, and the bent nail. I
Yeah.
just figured I'd remind you guys.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 5 gold. I forgot.
Right? I'm like,
Yeah,
look at
that's also
shops.
fair.
With my 4 gold, I just
But-
get to window shop.
Yep.
But you
Or-
guys also do have you guys also have missions to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely
That will
think we
pay
need
you.
gold. So
Oh yeah.
mission time.
Evil skeletons. Or not skeletons.
The scarecrows.
Freaking scarecrows.
Should we do the scarecrows first or the dragon first? Mission time.
I'm just thinking that the scarecrows might be something we could be able to manage us 3. Yeah, us 3. I can count. I'm not Cordelia. And the dragon, I don't know why I get the feeling that might be more challenging.
I feel like the dragon's not going to be a fight though,
Maybe
because I feel
it
like
could turn
I don't
into
know, you could. You
It
don't
could
know.
be
You guys
more-
could fight a.
it would be more like a
Dragon.
diplomatic. Like we need to talk to them. Or can we really fight a dragon? We all level 2.
You can
True.
fight a dragon, whether or not you
we
succeed
won't
is
survive.
entirely. I don't know that.
Listen, know your limits. I know mine.
Which, just a reminder, you guys were given 4 potions of water breathing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which means we get to
so-
sell the extra one because Nyla's not here. Woo.
Or you guys could invite Fallah. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Well, I wanna
don't
go
tell me
on this,
she's a boss.
Dangerous mission to go talk to a brass dragon.
No.
That's up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No. Uh,
Oh, I know. We'll
So-
invite the dude from the other brewery that we burnt down.
Hmm?
We'll invite him as like a, hey, we know you're hard on gold. Might want to try and do this with us. I'm sure rebuilding your taverns
Instead
a
of a water
lot.
breathing potion, we'll just give him water.
I was just gonna say we're gonna push him in first and see what the brass dragon does to him.
It was brass.
Mhm.
brass.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, no. I take that back. I think I've been saying brass. Bronze.
Oh, bronze
Okay.
dragon. Either way,
Either way, it's
push.
yeah.
Bronze.
I mean, I think it's a good
Uh,
idea. But dragon first, guys? Yes?
Yeah. I'm down.
Yeah.
After we have our heart to heart.
Wait for it. Let's go.
All right. Let's go. All right. So another hour of travel, which I imagine at this point, Celia, Cordelia, your feet are pretty sore from walking up and down the city several times.
Mhm.
Nah. I'm used to being on my feet a lot.
All right.
Yes.
I have.
Make your
I
way-
assume I have very calloused feet.
Probably. Of a dancer.
Yep.
You make your way to the docks. Which again, Celia, you notice those ships again
Mm-hmm.
off in the harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Today is a pretty sunny day. Warm for the season. Not too. It's not hot, but it's not super cold at the moment either. What are you planning on doing? What would you like to do? The docks are relatively busy. Are you planning on just hopping in?
Jumping in, let's go.
I mean-
Just kidding, no.
Can a gun work underwater in D&D? That is my question.
Roll some kind of check. Maybe-
It worked once. Then reloading it becomes difficult because water's now in there.
Right.
Yeah. Roll an intelligence check, I think,
Okay.
for Cordelia.
Okay. That's 11.
I think you're a little uncertain, but I think you're pretty sure that it probably wouldn't be great for the gun and its function.
Okay, so then if we all decided this, she could have left that at home, but do I have any other weapons for her? That is my... Okay, I have arrows and crossbows. We're fine.
That works.
That'll totally work, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are. Totally. You guys come to this main section of the dock ward. There's this big warehouse right here. You actually find this. Most of the dock is raised above the water a decent amount, but you find this little. These steps that kind of go basically right down to the water. There's a pathway along which some people are walking across, but you're basically at the water.
Do we see any sign of a bronze dragon?
Yeah.
Roll perception checks, I guess.
Come on. They can't all be bad tonight.
Oh god, they can. 1! That's a nat 1.
You
Wait,
was a
I have luck.
halfling.
Wait,
You are
do
a
I have luck?
halfling. You're a halfling and you reroll ones.
Yeah! Dirty 20!
Ooh,
Woo!
nice.
Finally!
15!
15.
Yeah.
Patronus is caught up in thoughts.
Sorry, being back here has got me a little distracted.
Fair.
Understandable.
Can I keep an eye out for the guy Nyla threatened?
I will say that you can keep an eye out. Roll another perception check specifically for that.
He skipped town 5 days ago.
Yeah. No, you currently don't see that guy anywhere around. Cordelia and Celia, you are kind of looking out into the harbor for any evidence of a dragon, and you do not see. Unfortunately, you guys don't see any evidence of a dragon. Though, you do see something catch your eye. In the distance, about 40 feet away, is a pair of blue-finned heads that are just kind of just under the water, kind of bouncing up and down a couple of times, facing towards each other. Appear to be Triton sometime type.
Oh.
Instantly thought Loch Ness Monster. I was like, oh, we got 2 Nessies.
No, not that big.
You said they're about 40 feet away?
Yes.
I'm gonna call out to them. Hey! Over here! And I'm waving my hand. For
You've gotten
some
the
reason
attention.
today, Celia's in a really good mood.
You seem to have gotten these creatures' attention, though you've also gotten the attention of a number of people at the dock.
Yeah, that's fair.
They swim towards you, and while remaining in the water, they are kind of perched on this ledge at this dock and are kind of holding their heads above water to talk to you. It's like, yes, you came to speak with us.
I'm gonna.
Why did I give them that voice?
I'm gonna sit
Yes,
on the
indeed,
edge of the
good
dock,
people.
so that my legs are swinging off of it.
Your legs would be in the water.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah? Are
Question.
what are...
Have you guys seen a bronze dragon around here by any chance?
They kind of look to each other. Were you the ones sent to help us?
Perhaps. And she's gonna
Yes.
look at the idea like, yeah, we're supposed to help people, right? Like, this isn't just for the black stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, then yes. Yes.
Then y'all want to come with us. And just as, like, around the time that they say this, a couple of guards actually kind of come over and it's like, you know you can't just jump in the water.
Jumping in the water.
There's a fine for that.
All right. They said to go with them. Jump.
Flash a piece of paper, pretend it's a badge. We're here by order of the Black Staff to come help these people. Like, can I roll for persuasion?
Roll for deception.
Yeah.
Roll for persuasion, because it is true, and the these Triton are actually backing up your story. Yes, they are here to on orders of the Black Staff for Force Grey.
Guys,
So
I don't know
roll
if Celia knows how to swim.
Persuasion with advantage.
All
Roll
right.
persuasion
That,
with advantage. That's
16.
okay, because you've got water breathing potions. 16. Oh. By the black. Okay. Yeah. Go on ahead. Jump on in.
Thank you very much. Woo!
You too, right? Big guy. We're just gonna patrol somewhere else.
You know, he's still lost and thought just looking around for the other guy.
Were you gonna come in? Help us?
What the hell? What? Who?
And splash.
Is Celia splashing with Thronos?
Absolutely.
Immediately gonna roll out of the way.
Push him into the water.
Focus. Focus.
Are you still on the pier at this point?
I am.
On the Cordelia?
Yeah, Cordelia's not.
You can try to grab him and pull him in.
Okay. I'll try.
I'd say strength on strength.
Okay.
Checks.
Wait, is this like a grapple?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
trying
no.
to pull you into the water.
I don't quite understand grappling, so yes. That's 11.
So, are we doing straight strength or like athletics or?
I'll say straight strength.
Nat one was not a.
Uh,
Carol rolled out of the splash, and I think she used the momentum to roll me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, happy day!
Woo, teamwork.
His little hat floats away.
Oh no.
You actually knock your head on the side of the pier as you're kind of being pulled in, so just take 1 damage.
Oh. I didn't mean to deal any damage.
Oh no.
How many health points do I even have? Oh, I got 20. I'm great.
Well, you should have a full amount because everyone got a long rest, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
everybody.
just forgot how many I had total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody Guys
I'm
have
like
long rests.
frantically getting out and like drying off a bunch of my stuff and reworking like the stuff I have to like not float away from me when in water. 'Cause
Splash.
that's a thing. Stuff is on you, it'll just float away.
Yeah. Did you like come like not prepared for the water?
Yeah, it's bad.
Oof. I don't
I was
know
prepared
what
to
that would
ask
be.
questions and maybe see something on a boat, not be like tossed in.
You were
Yeah,
given
I'm
water breathing
hurriedly like
potions.
a bunch of bags, a few things are getting.
Oh god.
Yeah, roll a straight d20, I think.
I swear, you cost me my cigarettes.
I
was
assume you have
Cordelia.
like a case or they're in like
Love it.
secured in the pockets.
They are, but like that, I don't think the pocket should be waterproof unless it was specifically made, and I don't think he would have done it.
Mm-hmm. It was Cordelia, I swear.
Yeah, I think your cigarettes are a little soggy at this point. I don't think it's fully absorbed in at this point, but
Oof.
you could probably, if you get something to wrap them in, or put them in some kind of
He's
airtight
also
bag.
making a drop bag that he's leaving in the pier.
All right. Do you hand it to these guards to hold on to?
No, I
It's for
just
me.
tell them I'm leaving this here. And I'm
Yeah.
just going to
Really
leave
make
like
this
the
happen,
flint,
but
a few things.
Let me roll something. Woof. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah. They're like, yeah, okay. We'll make sure that that does. Nobody takes that. Nobody will take that. Yes.
Oh, they're
They'll
gonna steal
make
that.
sure nobody takes that.
That's
And I'll
fine.
say thank you. And like on the spear is like essentially 5 collapsible javelins, 5 torches, like a flint and steel, a crowbar. Actually, no, he's going to take the crowbar with him because he might need to jar something open.
Are you good, dude?
And then he's just going to leave his essentially his bedroll.
Let's float all the stuff on the bedroll.
I like wrap them in the bedroll, so it's all just kind of bundled together.
Yeah. He's like, gonna try
Alright.
this one more time, and he's gonna like put his hat on the bedroll. I will hunt down anyone who takes this from me. I swear to God. And he looks visibly irked that he has to get back into the water in his suit.
Dang. Need to get him a new suit.
Yeah. Oddly enough, though, he leaves off the eye patch and takes off the blazer.
Woo!
He leaves on the eye patch or
I'm just
takes
gonna
it
do
off?
another quick strength check to see how far he can make this jump.
Alright.
Cannonball.
Does he just run and jump cannonball? Nice.
Is he keeping his trousers and socks and shoes and all that stuff on?
Yes.
He's already pulled in.
He was already kind of wet, drenched completely.
Heck yeah.
At this point,
Yeah.
the vest was just, the overcoat was just extra weight, and the hat was going to get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
17, yeah, just a straight jump, and then oddly enough, just a very loud splash inside.
Yeah. Yeah, you launch yourself solid distance, I think probably like over the Triton and Celia and Cordelia. And you just kind of make this big splash. And the guard's like, you're not supposed to jump into the harbor like that. But they're here because of the black staff, so okay.
Okay, now who has the
Do
potions?
you... Zam. No, I'm kidding.
Nyla. Oh no.
Yeah, I would recommend drinking any potions or whatever way you can breathe underwater, because unless that's something that you guys are already able to do, probably would be good to have that. That would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That probably goes without saying.
So again, I ask, who has the potions?
Whoever you want to have the potions.
I'm assuming it was Nyla.
I think she
because
actually.
Taking
Actually,
the
I think what-
potions
notes.
out of her
what
bodice.
she actually did is she gave one potion to each of you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Gotta roll something because I don't know how angry he is.
Once again, it was Cordelia.
That's a 1. He's eating the potion with the vial. The vial.
Shit.
Oh no! Just straight up to
roll a
Honey, that is not
Like-
glass candy.
I
You
don't
don't
think that's how you
chewing.
do it.
chewing or just swallowing
He
the
essentially
whole thing.
bites into the potion, so he takes a good chunk of the glass with him, but he's not eating the entire thing. He essentially
Okay,
bites
so-
it sideways, almost like
He bites it open to drink it. Basically.
essentially just ripped. Essentially bit into the top of it, and just didn't spit it out. He just kept drinking.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Celia looks
Or to just
perplexed.
be patting him, are you all right?
He's very far into the water. You're not that close.
Well, no, I don't think you jumped that far, but
Okay.
they could see and you guys could talk. But
Still
yeah,
perplexed.
with that, you solidly just kind of bite into this thing like an apple, and the fluid inside just kind of pours into your mouth, and you just kind of I assume probably chuck the rest of the bottle to the side. And I
Just
assume
gonna
this is
roll a
not
quick D4 for
first-
damage.
Yeah. I assume this is not the first time that you've pulled a trick like this, so you probably are able to hold your
Well,
glass.
Here's the thing. He's got a few issues that result with anger, but it's only under certain situations. Being dragged into a river may have been one of them. His hair is hit. It's very much ring girl on him, and it's not looking great.
Yeah. So to remind you guys, these potions are filled with bottles filled with cloudy green fluid and smells of the sea. And they have a jellyfish-like bubble floating inside of it.
Oh, how cute.
I presume the rest of you
Are you drinking it like a normal person?
Yep.
not biting it.
Yes.
What's your guys' passives? Because you would have noticed something when he did that.
I think it's only a 10. Let me double
10.
check.
Yeah, I think Celia's 12, Cordelia is 10.
Yeah, because he's definitely facing you guys when he did it. There's 2 sets of canines in his mouth.
Oh.
Ooh. Is he a dragon?
We about to
Oh,
go
was
find
he
God, I
the
out.
dragon? Was
I
he the
fucking
dragon
wish. I would
guarding
not be
a
dealing with
tower?
this shit if I was a dragon.
No. He was the dragon guarding a tower, of a princess, and that's who he couldn't be with. Oh my gosh, yes, that's my technique, and I'm sticking to it. He had little cardboard wigs
Perfect.
thing, and he just had a lighter, and he would just breathe fire with booze or whatever.
Amazing.
He doesn't do that.
These Triton kind of dive down under the water and kind of gesture for you guys to follow.
These guys can outswim us easily. We don't
Yeah.
officially. Our swim speed is half our movement, right? Without an official swim speed.
Yes.
Yeah, these guys dance around us.
Yep.
You guys could. They're moving they're taking a couple of paces, swimming a couple paces, then waiting for you guys to catch up, swimming a couple paces.
Imagine, we're walking normally. They have the fly spell on. They've got 60 feet to dash around us and then go forward.
Yeah. Yeah, as you guys kind of dive down underneath, I don't know if you guys try holding your breath at first, but uh, whenever you take that first breath underwater, it's an odd sensation. It's like it feels like air, but it's thicker, if that makes sense. It's like breathing in a really thick mist.
Ooh.
But luckily, as you dive underneath, you see that this harbor has actually been kept quite clean. So it is not contaminated with pollutants or any other things that might make it less pleasurable to breathe. You see these Triton swim over to two large yellow seahorses. And
Aw.
kind of gesture for. They actually kind of cough a little bit. It's like, oh, that's so much better to talk now that we're. I'm not used to talking above water like that. But yeah, hop on and we'll take you to where you can find the dragon. We're
Sure.
Yeah.
Celia has never ridden any sort of animal ever, so this will be fun.
Yeehaw! I'm
No
gonna
one's
name
been
you
harmed,
Fred.
right?
What was that, Thronus?
The reports we know so far, and I don't know if these guys confirm or add new info, it hasn't harmed anyone. It's just been seen in this like territory, and we just need to figure out what's its deal.
Yeah, we're here to kind of maintain the harbor and kind of protect it from more minor threats, but this is something that we don't really want to deal with. It's kind of out of our pay grade. Hasn't hurt anybody else yet, but we just would be good to down here or up there, pointing to the surface. But if you guys could just check in and confirm it's not gonna do anything bad, that would be good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Does it speak common, or can we talk to it?
Ooh, we don't know. It's
That's yet to be determined, I think.
taken up residence in I the DM am actually trying to now re-find this. It's taken up residence in Umberlee's Cache. It's basically there's a big pit in it's a very deep harbor, and at the center of it is, well, the deepest part. It's like a kind of like a bowl, and a lot of, because unfortunately shipwrecks do happen from time to time and things do go overboard, and typically we're hired by the city kind of protect this place, and we're the ones that people hire out to go and reclaim those things. But since that thing's taken up residence there, we're not exactly itching to go into a dragon's lair. But it's been there for a couple days now, and the other day there was a bit of a mishap in the middle of the harbor, and I'm not so sure, but somebody lost something. But they don't want to. They also don't want to go and pay to get that back. We're not doing it, but we don't know why it's down there. We don't know what it's doing here. So yeah, if you could just figure that out, that would be great.
Okay.
Well then, lead us on to this dragon, if you will.
Something. So, as you guys are kind of holding on to these seahorses, which, again, I think you guys mentioned this before, it's probably a odd experience, both for those of you who have ridden animals before and those of you who haven't. But you are taken deeper and deeper into the harbor. As you kind of get farther into the harbor, you actually see various other Triton swimming around, and as your eyes adjust and as you kind of get closer and closer to this deepest part, you see this kind of a gathering of Triton you see in the distance.
Does one of them have red hair?
Yes, and she's looking very stuck up. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, found her.
There she is. You're taken down, and eventually there's several outcroppings. But you eventually reach this kind of rocky and muddy bottom of this harbor. They kind of stop like 100 feet from the bottom. It's like, okay, we're just gonna... I guess we'll wait here, and we'll take you back once you're done. But it's around these parts, and this is as far as we're gonna go. So we're just gonna be by this outcropping. So, yeah. We're not back in an hour, we're just gonna go, because, I mean, your spells, your potion's gonna be out.
Yeah, okay.
How was I giving him a Zam voice? Anyway, they kind of point you in towards the direction of the remains of a crashed ship. It was spotted over there. Well, that's where we, Frank? No. That's where, one of the kids, that was swimming through here saw it. They rushed back. They were quite scared. But, it might be a good place to look.
And Cordelia will just like pop up like Frank.
My bad.
Found him.
Place to look.
Found him.
Wait, is that somebody you know?
You forgot to look in the harbor with the dragons.
Ah, it's so
What did you do
obvious.
down here under the
Well,
water?
we're gonna find him, the dragon, your dad, and like 3 other like high-powered nobles in just a high-stakes poker game.
You know what? That's not out of the complete realm of possibility.
It's like a small air bubble. Like this is just his house, and it was his night to like host.
Oh, that's cute.
Anyway,
The ship. Surely nothing
Yeah.
bad could be down there.
Right? Nothing bad could definitely happen to us. Let's go.
Cue
I mean,
the shark
besides
bite
the
that
dragon-
opens up Ariel. Or the Little Mermaid.
We are in like the. This is the ocean. There could literally be anything else in here.
And Kraken. Oh no.
I mean, hiding sharks from the dragon, or just normal fish, or maybe something else like the octopus and giant squids and shit.
Let's go.
Yes.
unlike
let's go.
a certain other city we might know, they might actually take steps to preventing monsters from taking residence in their waterways.
I mean, maybe
I mean,
if a dragon got in, what else could get in?
true.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go.
Find out what's in this ship.
I just realized
So
this
you're-
little
Go in.
like dark water area where it looks like a seahorse too.
Yeah,
Question:
you
how much
guys.
light is down here?
It's dim at this point. Very dim, but you're kind of able to see very faintly. But it's getting darker as you're going further down towards the floor of the sea. So you guys, who might be light troubled, might want to do something about that.
Who can't see?
Hobbits don't have any, or halflings don't have any particular
I
villages.
don't think halflings have dark vision.
Yeah.
Anybody got a torch?
Though,
Wait.
Let me just light a fire real quick.
Yeah, you brought your gun
SpongeBob?
with you, right? Cordelia.
I could see her almost taking the torch out, but then be like, hey.
Oh, was that her
You know how I put those all in my baggie up top? That's kind of why.
Mm-hmm.
You have your gun with you, right?
Say what?
Did you bring
She
your gun
left
with you?
the gun
Yeah.
at the tavern.
He's just gonna he's gonna hand you a hand axe.
Oh, she's got a crossbow, but you know what? That hand axe might work better.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
ranged weapons
gonna ask-
don't do underwater.
Don't, and he just says this with a wink, point this at Celia. Wink. And then cast light on it.
Celia's already swimming ahead, so she doesn't have any idea what you guys are talking about.
All right.
And he
So just
casts that and immediately swims away to like not make it look like he did it.
One of these
Just
days,
grinning,
she's
she'll
gonna
be like,
find out.
all right. And just swim towards the ship. What do we find? I imagine just a little baby dragon just curled up, sleeping in a little hammock.
So who here has seen that mimic meme of a ship? That's a mimic.
Nope.
Yes.
They just swim in, and you don't know why, but you feel like this crushing sensation, and then you appear in heaven. I'm kidding. Some of you would appear in hell. No, I'm kidding.
It's like, I honestly don't know what happened. We went in the ship, and then dark, and then here.
Yeah. No, you don't immediately die. Immediately. Celia, it seems like you are the first to arrive, and the others shortly after. You find a ship that's on its side. Its mast has been broken. Its bow appears to be somewhere else. So you have no trouble swimming inside. You roll an investigation check. Anybody who would like to.
Okay. That's a 10.
10. Okay. 10.
Hey, Samesy.
No.
Well, Thronos, you want to go 10 for 10? I'm kidding. That's
Let's
not
figure
how
it out.
goes.
That's 5.
Woo.
Well then.
But
Not
combined,
great.
that's 25.
This is true. That is true. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. But 10 plus 10 plus 5 is 25.
Yeah, we needed a total of 30 to see like the ancient artifacts, guys.
Dang.
Sorry.
So close, Arthana.
Guys, you missed the deck of many things right there. No.
You noticed this glowing like rack of weapons and armor. It's like, oh wait, no, you don't. It just fell over. It was nothing.
Hey, what's Vecna's eye doing here?
No.
That is not a good thing to
Oh
find.
no.
No.
That is corrupting as all hell.
I am very much kidding.
Swim away.
So that's who we find playing poker down here with your dad? Just gods of like magic and undeath, dragons.
Oh no.
They're more.
He's more chill than than Cordelia's grandpa, so I don't know if he's quite
that you
chaotic.
know of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's face it. It may not be a war, but he's still kicking the crap out of a dean like a god.
Yeah.
He's cleaning him out.
Well, what you do find is various crates that, in all of them in various degrees of disarray, most of them busted. They appear to be empty. Any valuables have already been taken. Any food has already been eaten, you think. There is this large square-shaped metal slab, kind of like this. It appears like it might have been from like the what's the word? From a ship. It's kind of fallen inwards. It's what's the word? To like kind of like block
Like collapsed
something
in on
onto-
itself, or
Yeah, it collapsed in on itself. You don't see anything really of note, though, in this ship at this moment.
then can I just go up? You said most of them or all of them for the crates?
The crates are all destroyed in some way, but some of them to various degrees.
Just ruffle through those just for the hell of it. See if anything got trapped underneath or around.
All right. Make an investigation check.
One more time. Flat D20. That's the wrong thing.
Woof.
Almost. Nice.
19.
Yeah. So, let's see. Let me roll something. You find one crate that seems to have held up better. This one is actually, it's not a crate. It's actually this metal chest that was hidden under some bits of rubble. It's not really much of a it's not looking great, like in great condition, but it does look what am I trying to say? It's not
It's holding together, but it's not great condition.
It's not finely adorned, but it actually is held up pretty well together. Are you opening it?
Yes. Very slowly, but I do have a crowbar.
Yes. Let me roll something.
How does gas attacks work underwater?
You do end up actually needing the crowbar to open it up. It's rusted a bit, but it doesn't look like it's been here for like decades. You would probably guess maybe a year or two. Inside you find number of copper and silver. And as well as a token and a smaller wooden chest.
Ooh.
That's simple enough. Guess I'll start to slowly separate and bag things.
You're just kind of trying to stick these things in a bag, basically? Then?
Yeah. A little separated because coin can go with coin, but the other things, I guess we'll look at those later.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll look around. What are the other two doing while I did this?
Looking around.
Still looking for a dragon.
Yep.
I'll also say that you could probably take this chest as well. I'll say it will reduce your swim speed by 5 feet, and it would be pretty obvious that you're carrying something, but it's relatively small, like less than a foot long.
That's it. Have it tucked in my back then, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Did still bring my backpack, it's just less full now.
Yeah. Cordelia and Celia, what are you doing in this time?
Searching around for a dragon.
Yeah, is he in the captain's
I'm probably ignoring
quarters
what
or
Arthronis is doing. Like,
maybe he's under the ship?
alright, time to lift the ship.
Should be easy enough. You're underwater.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's exactly how it works. Just
No, the dragon just lifts its head, and the entire ship is just on an eyebrow.
You two roll a perception check. I think Athronis, you're probably busy at the moment looking through this.
Yeah, I'm setting stuff up to get ready to go.
This is not a good roll. 6.
12. Woo!
We're
6 and
fine.
12.
It's gonna be like my
You
5th
actually
10
take-
of the night.
Note something for the moment. Right. So, into the captain's quarters. Which up against the bottom wall. Because again, this is kind of tipped over on its side. Celia, I think you're kind of like looking around through kind of this main area, and you see a shadow pass outside of the ship.
Oh no. Time to go chase down the shadow. She's gonna head straight for it.
Do you tell the others?
Nope. They look busy.
All right. Roll. I think. I know that you're probably not going to like this, but roll an athletics check because you are swimming after something.
How good are you?
15! Woo!
All right, that's solid.
It was a 16, but I had a -1.
You see this bronze-colored shadow kind of go behind a rock outcropping just a little bit away. You chase after it, and I think you get to the outcropping when it, unfortunately, kind of once you get to it, you see it very clearly now. It passes right beside you, a bronze dragon.
Is it cute and tiny?
Is it cute and tiny?
Large.
Please let it be cute and tiny. Or it's big and fierce.
And it swims past you back towards the ship.
Celia's gonna try to call out to it.
You know what? I think Cordelia will just win it over with her absolute cuteness and social graces.
How well are we able to talk underwater with this water breathing?
I think it's definitely muffled.
Mr.
And
Dragon! But it's like covered in water and bubbles and muffled.
Yeah. Roll straight check just to see if you're able to get its attention.
A charisma check or just a d20?
Go ahead and use charisma. I don't know if that's exactly what it's meant for precisely, like how loud you're able to shout.
22.
So on a scale of
With
big?
disadvantage.
Damn it.
And so you were saying?
in art, like just to scale us properly, how big? What's the category?
I would say on the second chart that you posted, it would be about medium, though it is, like size-wise, it is large.
Yeah, no, this is big.
Okay.
22.
Nat 20 on the charisma check.
It continues, but I mean, it's
Mhm.
disadvantaged, so you still get the 19.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of like turns its head as it's swimming. It's like, sorry, I can't talk right now. Gotta get back home.
Oh, it's a posh dragon.
Wait. Get back home to what?
You're not able to get
This
that
isn't a
message
conversation,
across.
it's like a quick pass by.
Mr. Dragon, why?
As it goes into the ship and out of view from you.
Cecilia's swimming after it. Wait, I have questions.
Do we notice at
Build
this
a
point or
ship.
not?
Mr. Dragon, hello.
Cordelia, this is all happening pretty fast, I'd say. Siler, are you in that main chamber?
I mean, yeah.
Still? So,
No one told me
I think-
anything, right?
no, I don't think so.
Nope, still there.
As you are finishing putting this chest away, you kind of turn around as you see this bronze dragon swim inside. And you actually see he grabs, with one of his talons, he grabs this metal sheet from the bottom of this ship and kind of like almost lunge under it. But before he does that, he kind of like looks up, like does a little bit of a double take, like looks up a little bit. Curious. And then he dives down under the metal sheet, and it goes back to the ground. Cordelia, you very much hear a commotion in the main chamber.
Okay, well, I'd want to come out and see what that is immediately. Do I catch him in time to like grab his tail and like swim in with him?
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
that's
Dragon,
not
wait.
good.
No, I think
Dang it.
since you were in the captain,
Dragon swim speeds are kind of like...
they're faster than you are on land in the water.
Yeah,
Dang it.
they're like swimming circles. But yeah, I'll just look and see that no one else is here and just say, I guess they got eaten, I guess. And just go after him.
Cordelia comes in after. And
guess they just
Celia
got
will
eaten.
be shortly
I guess
behind.
they got eaten.
That's
Yes,
I'll
they did.
go after him. I don't know if I see them yet or not.
Also, just commending him on, commending you on that, that logic, of course you've got to, follow after this dragon if you assume that your friends got eaten.
They probably got eaten. Gotta go get them out. Alright, let's go.
The way this plate landed is it's partially, you can see there's a hole, a large hole under this thing, but it is, what am I trying to say? There's a large hole under this plate, but it's still covering it mostly, so you're going to have to push it at least a little farther to be able to get under to this hole.
We squeeze
So-
through it.
Who gets there first?
I mean, I
You.
guess since you're in
And
there
then
first,
probably-
I'll follow.
You, then Cordelia,
No, I guess-
then Celia.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
But you
try
still
and
gotta
open
lift
it
this
just
thing.
a bit more so we can get out, or because I don't know how tight a squeeze is this.
It's a tight squeeze where you can like see, but you need to move it more before you can get through.
I guess I'll try and move it more.
So roll a athletics check. And again, this is Cordelia. You're probably coming back into this main chamber. Celia, you'll be shortly after.
Nat 20,
Ooh.
24.
Whew. So you get this good angle, kind of pushing up against a wall, and you're able to kind of
So I'm kind of like pushing it sideways, but down.
like
Gravity
sliding
helping and the angle.
down and out, and you're able to get a third off of this large hole, which is still plenty enough to fit through.
Can I just go in?
Yeah, Cordelia, Celia, you have caught up at this point.
Mr. Dragon!
Wait. Oh, you guys aren't in him. Okay.
I am the
What?
last dragon.
What? Why would I be in him?
Well, I didn't see you guys. I assume he just ate you.
Celia will blink twice. Where did he go?
Can't fault your
You know they
logic
can
there.
eat people, right?
I mean, I
You know
know
they
they
eat
can
people.
eat people, but I mean, it didn't seem like it concerned you at all. Like, you just moved on like
Well, no,
nothing.
not most of the time. Doesn't really bother unless you bother it for some, or go onto its turf. But just something to keep in mind when you're chasing one down.
Well, yeah, I know, but he said something about going home, so I was just trying to follow to see what it's doing.
I'm assuming this is its home, or what it's claiming as its home.
I assume so, but now we have to figure out what it's doing to report back, right?
I was hoping to ask it something, but sure.
He's late for an important date.
Well, then let's
keep going. If this turns, good luck, you guys.
Still can't believe you wouldn't care if it ate us.
Who said anything about that?
Celia will look at him unamused and unconvinced.
What? I thought it ate you guys and I was following him. What does that tell you?
You wanted the money for the mission?
I don't need the money for the mission. I do need to talk to him, though. And I just go on forward.
So you guys dive down into this cave. You follow this cave downwards for a sizable portion of time. But eventually it kind of turns at a sharp angle. And it's not very long until you reach a opening. Let me move you guys.
Are we like in sea caves? Oh.
I think the image itself might be a little low quality, but you come out in a pool over there. Just move this to map layer so I can. All right. You are. Get the right image. You come out and see, a dragon over there.
Dragon.
Does not seem to be paying attention to you guys at the moment.
Okay.
I continue my approach.
Yep. Same.
What's he doing? Is he like preparing something or digging, or what's this dragon doing?
It seems like he's preparing something, though it's hard to tell at the moment. Let me get you guys all on here.
All right, so we're coming in from like the south east.
Yes, the southeast. There's that little nub pool that
So
you
wait,
are
is this like
all-
a cave but all of it's still underwater, right? Or has it like how we surfaced?
You have surfaced this water. You are able to breathe fresh air. Well, not necessarily fresh air. It is pretty dank.
Mm-hmm.
But there's high ceilings, and there are. You see a variety of different. Like there's a. The cave leads in various different directions as well. So.
Okay.
But you see
I mean,
this bronze dragon, kind of facing this direction.
I guess I'll walk forward straight up until I can see if I can get his attention.
Same Z.
Yeah, I just
Are you
want to
walking
calm.
to here or to here? There. Okay.
And I'll try and call to him in Draconic.
Ooh, that's probably better than just shouting Mr. Dragon in common.
I'm gonna follow close behind him.
What do you say? In English, though. I
Oh,
presume
yeah.
that you'll be speaking.
No, I want to hear it in Draconic.
It's essentially loud roar.
Roar.
Ah,
Hmm.
I don't know. But what do you say? Or are you typing it out? You might be typing it out. I don't know.
No, I don't think it'd be that difficult. At least we haven't gotten to that part of the conversation yet. It's basically just, if possible, I'd like to have a word. Essentially trying to get him to pay attention to us. I don't know if this be a persuasion.
Go ahead and roll persuasion check.
Cool. I add my thingy to it because of dragon.
Yeah. Boop, boop.
Yeah. Do that, please.
Can I just like walk upwards, like north? Like just
Whew.
waving at the
Or no,
dragon?
that's the effort. Yeah, you
23.
Yeah. Yes. Are you walking this way then, Cordelia?
Yep. Up that way.
Uh,
Cool.
Yes, this dragon perks up and kind of like turns around and over to you guys. Oh, you decided to visit me. It's very nice. I haven't had very many visitors here. What might
Aw.
your names be?
I love this guy. Can we keep him?
He'll outlive us all and is easily capable of ending us all. This is not a pet.
Aw. I can just see. Okay, so Cordelia will curtsy and she'll just do a little wave. I'm Cordelia Barman. Nice to meet you, Mr. Dragon.
Celia's like peeking her
Very-
head up over Orthronus' shoulder.
Yeah, he did shout that at Cordelia just a little bit. Looked like a little angry. But
Mhm.
then he continues in Draconic, just introducing himself.
Oh.
It's just nice to meet you, Thronis. Cordelia as well, and he does say Cordelia as well in common for you all
Aw.
to hear.
You're so sweet.
And I'm Celia. She says as he's jumping to
nice to
like
meet you,
peek her
Celia.
head over Orthronus' shoulder.
My name is Siren. I am known as Siren the Careful. But Siren is just fine, just fine. What brings you down to my cave? Oh, it is so nice. It's so rare nowadays that I get visitors. Though I admit he's kind of like rambling a little bit at this point.
Siren, well, our task by the people of the town above, gesturing back to the cave, has been to acquire information on your presence here. When someone such as yourself makes themselves known or is spotted, it tends to cause a stir. They simply wish to know what your intentions are, if any.
Oh, that I mean no harm. I am I'm a traveler. I come to places and I take interest in the interests of the world. I I admit that things have gotten quite interesting in this part of the world, and I wish to, well, if maybe a good analogy would be a front row seat. I how you really been startling people?
It is unfortunate, but it's to be expected, really, when one does, well, present such impressive stature and just gestures to the fact that he is like 8 foot, 12 foot, probably 15-foot dragon.
Yeah, he's around, let's see. I'd say, yeah, probably like 13 feet tall.
Well, they're just a bunch of yellow bellies. You seem like a very nice and reasonable dragon, mister. Siren, that's it.
Thank you very much. You seem very nice and respectable yourself.
Well, my mama did teach me right.
As is expected of all good parents, I hope that I haven't been causing too many disruptions. I can speak with anyone. I try to make myself known to the people of the city in a guise, of course. I wouldn't want to, walk into a city in this very form, but
that does tend to cause a crowd and commotion. But I do have an offer then. If what you really want is a front row seat.
Oh.
Producers just looking at you like, oh, we can keep
all they
them.
want is to know what the intention is, and by what we have seen and very much experienced, your intention is nothing malicious or harmful. It's simply a curiosity. We let them know that you have no ill intent, but also a chance to explore the city as well. In this guise of yours, we can offer a place where you could reside while you do for the time you would like. Once you're finished, you could simply be on your way on your travels.
That is a very kind offer, and I would love to accept, but unfortunately, when I tried to enter the city in my own guise, I encountered a bit of a problem. When I tried walking in through the city gates, a sudden urge of needing to leave hit me. I don't know what it is, but I find it very, very interesting.
More than likely a form of defense. Many of the old stories of less than well-intending, creatures have often told.
I've done a bit of looking into myself because I was very curious. And you actually see him gesture to this, not just one, but several large stacks of books, kind of in this kind of corner that he was looking at.
Are these books on dragons?
Oh, there are books on all sorts of things. I am, a bit of a collector. I love to amass knowledge, and while I admit I have not got the most conventional hoard, or the largest by any means, I do take pride in my knowledge.
Well, the person who did assign us this is a figure of some repute to an extent in the city. If we were to possibly cut a bargain, because as you said you enjoy knowledge, there is a few places in the city that could offer you more. We'd simply need to usher her, I'm assuming, possible permission, an item, something that would allow you to enter unimpeded.
I mean, if there's some way to get myself into the city, I think that would be entertaining. Though I do not mean to cause disruption. I'm a patient being. I am happy to watch from afar. I have my means of
but as you said, a front row seat. Those are, it's fun to take them when you can. You just get to like a very noticeable smirk.
Oh, absolutely. What did you have in mind, if I may ask?
Well, like I said, our mission and was from a rather important person, likely someone who either knows what happened to you when you tried to enter, or
Is it
may
Laura,
help
one of
solution.
the fabled masked lords? I do
I believe she
love
was
getting.
called the Black Staff, the current one.
Oh, is Kelvin not in office anymore?
No, this one's a new one. It
Oh.
was her assignment that asked us to look into your presence.
Interesting. I hadn't heard that he had stepped down. You all know he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, time and all things, everything eventually ends.
I suppose.
But yes, if possible, we simply relay this offer. I mean, I'm sure, to be honest, meeting you, I think she'd honestly love to. She seemed herself a type curious, and the chance to converse with someone like you is certainly something I don't think she'd pass up.
Yeah, then I don't think that we should keep her waiting. I'm uncertain of what would happen if I were to try to leave, but
How close have you gotten? You were spotted in the docks. Would it be possible for you to go in through there and just wait for her? I'm relatively certain we could likely get her to join us there. If not, we'll just have her see if we can join us here.
I tried it a couple of times. I was able to get maybe a couple 100 feet within the dock, close to the docks, but I felt that urge to leave and never come back again. It subsided once I got a distance away, but something just unnerves me. And I don't know if it's unique to me. I don't see any reason why, but I mean the city no harm. But
Do you suppose that... Oh, sorry, excuse me. Do you suppose if we got you like an official escort into the city that, the people wouldn't be near as afraid? I mean, they might just be surprised by your glorious stature. But I think if people saw decent people being guides for you, then maybe they wouldn't be afraid.
well, I would hope so.
We have a disguise and way to hide that. It's just...
I mean no harm.
Oh.
It seems... I believe I found something. That's actually why I was rushing back. I was reminded of... it was... He actually kind of turns to one of these books that he was looking through and kind of perks up. Oh. And he's just kind of like explaining to himself as he's reading through this book. Unfortunate, but very interesting. He kind of closes this book. There is the founder of Waterdeep, Algaron. I found in this book, there was a dragon ward. It is not me, but every dragon is bound to not enter the city through magical means. Some force is repelling it away. It seems like there's some way of circumventing this, but maybe it would be good to talk with Blackstaff.
We could go back, see if we can arrange a meeting, be it here at the harbor or somewhere. I'm sure once she simply speaks with you, she'll realize there's no threat.
That seems
no reason for concern.
Entirely understandable.
Oh, this entire conversation was draconic, by the way. Sorry.
He's been talking in common, I think. I would assume.
Like half of it is just like weird grunts and semi-roars from one side, and the other side is very much like, I imagine him speaking proper English. Very much like
he's
the Last Dragon.
Oh, jeez.
This is young Sean.
Yes, Sean Connery.
Well,
I think Celia's looking at you confused, like, why are you still speaking in Draconic? Now it just seems excessive.
funny, the humanoid speaking in Draconic and the dragon is speaking in common.
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah, I don't think he's even realized that he's speaking common. I'll be just a moment. Just give me a moment, and I'll get something. He kind of leaps into the air and kind of soars off towards this cave, kind of leaving you guys alone for a moment.
And then, okay, so do you guys get what we're gonna do next, or do we need to re-explain this?
Can we
Everybody on the
keep
same
him?
page?
No. We're going back to the Blackstaff to try and
Yes, there's a
negotiate a
ward
pass
for
for him.
dragons, which is why you can't get in.
Yes.
Yep.
I think a quick talk with her shouldn't take too much. Well, might, but I think we can do it. Then, if and when it works out, you just swing by the barn and take a look. He seems like the fun and explorer type. It's always fun to know people like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Are you scared, Miss Celia?
Of a dragon?
Yep.
Are you not?
No, he seems like a very decent fella.
Oh, there's a difference between being afraid of something or knowing something's harmless.
Yeah. I don't think I'm afraid of it, but I just don't want to piss it off.
He
Well, you
does have
haven't
a
done
name.
anything yet.
Moment later, after you kind of say those things, he soars back in, kind of up onto this perch again. Found it. He is holding a pair of two clay-shaped stones with gasping mouths on them, sending stones. And well as he also kind of reaches down and picks up a bit of coral off of the ground. This handing, I think, let me just roll to you, Athronis. He hands you one of these sending stones and this pretty huge chunk of coral, but he kind of sees that he kind of just breaks off just a handful of coral now.
Thank you.
She'll need that. We can talk again when shortly. But I presume you use some kind of magic to come down here. You might want to go quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But we.
You have another
love to
way
talk
back
with you.
that is not through the water with just pointing at the caves.
I mean, we're solidly deep underwater at the moment.
No caves that might accidentally lead us
Alright.
to another, I don't know, cave outside next to some like scarecrow-ridden
Or-
lands.
How
Oh, whammy, come on.
convenient.
Referring to the other side of the city?
You might? We don't know that.
Because I don't.
You don't know. We may have gone like
Here.
underground underneath the city.
He kind of does a jump and a couple of like a flap of his wings and lands over here. Get on. Don't do anything funny.
No, sir. I mean, yes,
Oh.
Guess I'll just
sir.
walk. Just going to walk, bow, and say until our next meeting.
Well, I was
Okay,
planning
sure.
on giving you a ride to your
Yeah. Come
the
on,
surface.
Arthronus, grab on.
Fine.
Do you? I did mean to ask you. You're
It's nothing to worry about.
draconic.
That is what they tell me.
You have the horns of a black dragon, and You seem like a good fellow, though, so...
Also what they tell me.
It's probably nothing
Who's told
bad.
you that?
So he, you all have to hold on tight because he dives back into the water and kind of...
Yeah, no, I've got 50
comparatively
feet of
to-
hemp rope, and I'm making like a quick line for me and anyone else who wants it.
Celia will grab on,
Good idea.
but she is enjoying this dive.
Hold on to the horns.
Yeah, it's
Whose
Yeehaw!
horns?
please not the horns. I have back spikes.
That is
that you can-
sensitive. You would not imagine that.
Oh, all right.
This guy
My
knows what I'm talking about. It's quite all right. It's quite all right. He zooms through this tunnel, and he has to kind of... You get the sense that he actually kind of has to slow down a bit so that he doesn't accidentally scrape you guys along the wall. But he eventually makes his way to the ship out of the wreck, and should I take you as close as I can get to the docks, or would you like to go somewhere else? You want to swim from here? That's fine too.
Yeah, we don't want you to spook any more people if you don't want to.
Well, that is fair. I was hoping not to spook some people. I just want to... But I will head back to the cave.
Oh, I know he's
Tell
sad.
the Blackstaff that she could find me there most of the time. And contact... You or her could contact me through this sending stone once per day.
Can I pat his nose?
Well, you can
This
pet
is
his nose.
not a pet.
Yes.
The nose is
Also,
fine.
You
Horns-
checked out his picture, right? Scale-wise, you're smaller than the person he's shaking hands with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, her grandpappy literally
I think
fought
that person's like a
full-size
child.
dragons.
Which is why I don't know why you're so friendly to one. It's like your experiences with these is like, yeah, you got to be very careful and respectful, and these are very dangerous.
He was such a gentleman.
It's like, oh no, puppy.
No,
Puppy
he's
dragon.
a gentleman dragon. He hasn't been vicious.
Well, he hasn't, but then like, you keep talking to him like he's a dog.
I guess I didn't mean for her to talk to him like he's a dog, but just like, oh my gosh, keep him around, keep it like him.
That's the thing. Like, he's watching you treat like a megalodon shark like it was just a little dolphin. That's what he's picturing, and he doesn't understand.
I mean, would you expect anything less from Cordelia?
I mean, at some point, I'd assume self-preservation kicks in, but even then.
You come back to the Triton, who are somehow smoking underwater.
I gotta ask, hey, how do I get those kind of cigarettes just to be prepared next time?
They're just normal cigarettes. You just gotta learn how to do it. No, I'm kidding. There's a vendor, and kind of points back towards the gathering of Triton. There's a vendor over there, but you guys
just gonna
probably,
go over there.
You guys are alive. You guys are alive. How are you alive?
He was very nice.
We went to talk to a dragon. It turns out he was willing to talk back.
Oh, well, that worked out better than expected. Here, I'll give you the rest of this package anyway. I'm supposed to be staying off it anyway.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Thanks.
I mean, everybody's supposed to stay off it, but really, who does?
Yeah. We'll just start smoking under.
They take you back on these seahorses back to that ledge. Where do you leave on the ledge again, Othronus? You had the hat, the coat, From
my hat,
javelins,
my blazer,
torches.
and my bag roll filled with the things that would be of no use, like my matches and torches, things like.
Yeah. Somebody, you kind of, as you guys kind of get back up onto this ledge, presuming that that's what you're planning on doing.
I assume so. Are you guys planning to swim to somewhere else?
Go back to the ledge.
Yeah, I'm going back to the ledge.
It's probably going to be the easiest place to get it back up on. Othronus, you kind of look through your stuff. Your coat has been unfurled, and your hat is gone, along with your matches and your javelins.
Just very noticeably you're gonna. Okay, let's fake this down. I got somebody to go skin.
Roll a perception check. Roll perception check, Othronus.
10. I'm very angry. And there's still wet hair in front of my face.
Yeah, that's not helping. Also, the eye patch. The eye patch is also gone.
Oh no.
Just putting it on the side pouch. Okay, gotta stop home. And then we gotta go talk to... Which is closer anyway? Troll Skull or her place?
Her place? Presuming it's...
The black stuff?
Her.
Well, it's also assuming she's there. She may actually just be doing her other things. We don't know.
Well, the black staff's closer. If you're talking about her,
yeah, no, let's
she would be closer than...
Black then.
Yeah. Do the rest of you guys... can Cordelia and Celia, can you roll a perception check as well?
Yeah.
Hey, now that's better. That's a nat 20.
Oof.
11.
11.
Yeah, you notice a very angry Orthronus just
yeah,
trying to shake himself dry like
stolen.
a dog almost.
Absolutely. He's upset. You see, in the distance past Othronus, though, you see 3 small kids. One young girl with a wooden sword with a match in her mouth, like she's pretending like she's smoking. The burning end, it's not burning, but it's sticking out. You see a small, little portly boy with a kind of what appears to be a stick that he's trying to use as a wand, and a stuffed owlbear plushie, who is wearing this oversized hat, and a young tiefling boy wearing an eye patch with a small bow and a quiver of toy arrows.
Aw, what you gonna do now, Arthur?
Don't let me see them.
I think Celia is going to try and distract him by casting precipitation and trying to warm up his suit so that it dries a bit.
Celia, I hate
do
to
I
say
not
it,
see
but
him?
I mean, you can
I'm gonna do that anyways.
You do not. You do not see them, but you can.
Cool. I'm gonna start drying him off because he is angry, and I don't think an angry Othronus is good for anyone.
Can I try to go to the kids and tell them what's up? Be like, children, there's a very angry man. You see these things that you got, that you have found. Well, I mean, they don't belong to you, so you shouldn't have taken them.
As soon as you walk up to them and say,
Hello?
"Children," they all run away.
Oh no!
These are street kids. You gotta talk to them like street kids.
That was not gonna work.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Oh god.
Yo, yo, yo.
It would be Cordelia and
The thing
Caesar.
is, she's
Ew,
short enough. You can pass
kiddos.
for one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you are taller than them, but not by a ton.
Mm-hmm.
You could very
Like a
much
couple
big
of inches.
sister this if you played it right.
Mm.
But like going up like an adult is gonna that's an immediate scatter.
Yep.
Should have been like, hey guys, what's up? Now I noticed them cool things he got
Oh
there.
god.
But
No, they've already ran away.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're very much gone.
aw,
They know the alleys, they know the docks.
they dispersed before Altrana sees them.
They all they're all running in the same direction, but they are kind of like looking back in your direction. It's like, is she chasing us?
Yeah.
Hey fellas, wanna
Are
come
you
back?
shouting?
Yeah, like, hey fellas, I just want to talk to you for a second. I don't mean no harm. I just noticed them cool things you got there.
Are you like walking after them as well, or are you chasing after them,
she's
or are you just standing there?
she's kind of standing there, keeping a distance, just showing that she's not trying to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Roll. I think it would be a persuasion check.
Yana. Okay. Base 13. And that's a 13.
Base 13 plus. Oh wait, not plus 13. I assume.
Yeah, just 13. That's all it ended up being.
The oldest of these kids, the girl with the toy sword,
Mhm.
it's kind of like she's actually put her sword away in her belt and is kind of like trying to tug on the other two. The tiefling boy is kind of like kind of hugging, like sticking close to her, but this human boy is kind of like looking off towards your direction. And let me see. Begins walking towards in your direction. This young girl looks a little distressed, and this tiefling boy is curious. He's kind of going to the edge of this building, but he's not actually kind of like going out. Like, kind of like he's trying to meet you halfway.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of approached a bit.
Okay. And she'll try to meet them the other half.
All right.
Hey there. Them some fine weapons you got there.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. My you. Thanks. This girl and this boy have kind of approached a bit more. This girl kind of like taps this boy on the shoulder and actually does several gestures, like a kind of sign language.
Mm-hmm.
To this boy. This tiefling boys. We're sorry. We thought they were abandoned. The hat flew off, and we followed it back to the bundle on the dock. We thought it was gone. Whoever had it just left it there. They're really cool though.
They are mighty fine, I will admit. You see, me and my friends, well, one of my friends, he was the original owner of them things, and well, he left them aside because he didn't want to get them, ruined in the water because we had to go for a little swim, for a secret mission, and them things are very important to him. And he's kind of upset. I will admit I kind of had a hand in this. I did push him in the water, and so he had to put these things aside. And well, would you help a gal out? And could I have them things back for him? What's the state of these kids? Do they look like little street urchins? Like they? What do their clothes look like? Are they dirty? Are they unkept?
They're dirty and unkept for sure.
Okay.
The young girl is kind of like staring at you like, sure, okay. The young boy is kind of enthralled in your story, the one that spoke just a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
The tiefling boy kind of says, what was she doing in the water?
Oh, well, see, I challenged him to a swimming contest of sorts. Yeah.
Did you win? That guy had a big cloak. He seemed like pretty big.
Yeah, he is pretty big, so, unfortunately, he did beat me.
Where is he? The young boy says.
He's back behind me. I tell you what. And she will take out 3 gold. Now, can I get these things from y'all? I got a gold here for each of you.
With that, the young girl kind of like staring off into space a little, kind of like perks up. It's like, they're all like, really? Thank you. The young boy with the hat kind of gives it over and it's like, wow.
As he hands it over, she will hand him the gold. Trying to make this a very clear and honest exchange.
The tiefling boy takes off the eye patch and kind of like turns away when he does that and puts on another more ratty one on the same eye and hands the eye patch over. I assume you give him the gold too. They're like, thank you. That's awesome. The young girl kind of hesitates for a moment. Let me see. She is shaking her head like, oh. Like, she's shaking her head no, like she wants to hold on to her stuff.
Now, what item is it that she has again?
The matches, and she also, or there also are the javelins, the folding javelins that are missing.
Okay. Well, tell you what, how about you keep one of them javelins if you're so hesitant? And you at least give me the rest.
She's kind of like looking at your face, then kind of down at your hand with the gold, and kind of like looking down like to the side. Kind of does that a couple times. She then kind of like nods her head like, okay. And she hands you not the match in her mouth, but she hands you a box of matches and one less javelin than what you had before Athronis. And she kind of snatches the gold from you, and then she runs off. The tiefling boy, kind of like shortly after she runs off with her, and the young boy with the wand and the owlbear familiar kind of gives out a kind of short thank you
You're welcome,
much,
honey.
and
Hey, you run
runs
along.
off with his friends.
So I'm down to 2 gold, but I got your stuff back. I'll throw this.
Question: How do you
Alright.
approach him? Because you said Celia was drying him off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you've had a rough
she
day.
will try to.
Yeah, no, during that entire thing, or I don't know how it would have worked magic-wise, but it essentially looked like the left side of his face kept hurting.
Probably just wincing, like every once in a while. But after you guys have dried off, I imagine also Cordelia, as you were kind of running after these kids and talking
You know,
with
that
them,
entire conversation, you were drenched.
soaking wet.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys have dried yourselves off, and I think Cordelia, you've air dried a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The sun's also pretty warm, so you're not shivering too bad.
Good.
But you have, it would be around this time. They're drying off. They've dried off as much as they can at the moment, and you are returning with stuff.
Yep. I'll try to slide it on the dock behind Athronis as if they were never there. You just didn't look hard enough.
They were never gone.
I mean, yeah, they were never gone. Oh, Lord.
Hey, Athronis, I found these items right behind you.
Right behind him? He immediately starts to investigate them and notices a few things odd about them. These kids have been pulling on the brim of the hat because it's no longer symmetrical.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They're worn a bit, but they're back. Do you question it at all, or do you just kind of accept it?
Gonna roll something?
If I could whistle, I would do the nonchalant, nothing happened whistle, but I cannot.
Hey, I can't whistle either.
Okay.
Yeah, with that, he has another scenario for what actually happened, though it's nothing like what actually happened.
Oh.
But that's gonna stay in his head.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Ooh, I wish I could read minds.
Right?
There's a way you can do that.
Oh.
Actually, there's multiple ways to do that.
Yeah, you can read minds in D&D.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That does it too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just for reference, just because it wasn't said aloud, but I just love the names of these 3 kids. The name of the young girl is Nat. She's the oldest of the bunch. The portly kid with the cloak, wand, and stuffed owlbear is Jenks. And the tiefling boy with the eye patch and the bow is Squidly.
How cute.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad they're still around.
They're not dead.
Nope.
Not dead yet. They got some money to eat.
Yay.
And other stuff.
Yes.
I don't know. Hopefully you told them not to flash that to somebody.
You know, I didn't think about it. But that's
sure
solid
they know.
advice.
Go through like the back alleys to get somewhere and like, oh, there's a kid with a gold in his hand and no one else to look.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Just
Mm.
it's immediately replaced by silver and then a copper and then a rock.
Oh no!
Aw.
If I ever hear of that, I'm going out. Somebody's gonna get a butt full of lead.
Well,
Well, Arthronis got his stuff back. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
got this
Surprisingly,
stuff back.
he's not
It's
putting any of it on. He's just everything over shoulder, satchel, and just making his way toward the
that
black
makes sense.
stuff.
You're still pretty wet. Are you putting the eye patch on?
No, actually.
Interesting.
Oh.
So yeah, draconic eye, clear in view.
Well, hair's still kind of over it, but yeah, no, it's now
Yeah,
very
well,
much
that's also true.
slightly visible.
Yep.
Let's
So
try
you
and
guys
strike
are
a
heading
deal.
back to Blackstaff Tower.
Back to Blackstaff Tower.
Yeah. The black stuff.
So you guys make your way back up the streets of Waterdeep. It's a busy day today. Business seems to be going well in the city. You takes a bit of walking, probably 40-ish minutes, to get to Blackstaff Tower. Let's see. Sorry, I'm yawning. Yeah. I presume you are approaching the gates. What do you do? Do you knock again?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that's unless she's got like
Yeah?
a person there we can talk to.
Is there a doorbell?
Mhm.
Ding ding.
Who rang
Uh,
that bell?
ding,
We
Their
ding,
did.
messenger
ding.
man.
Ding ding ding.
I'd say that there is a. I don't. I don't know this off the top of my head, but I'm gonna say that there is a. Sorry. There's a panel on one side of the gate that, with a button you can press.
Ding dong.
Okay, push the button. What
Mhm.
happens? Is
Uh,
there a trapdoor underneath us now?
Oh no.
No, you guys are actually launched into the sky by a platform on a spring.
Whee!
Classic.
Classic. No. What does happen is there's kind of this buzzing sound, and let's see, what voice? Hello, who is this?
This is Arthronis reporting
And
back.
Cordelia.
Celia.
Okay, Uranus. Celia. I see that you met with the Blackstaff the other day. Did you have some manner or means that you wish to discuss?
An update
You want
on a
to-
matter she asked us to look into.
Okay. I see. Oh, she's got an opening. I'll buzz you in. Gates swing open.
I'm waiting for the buzz.
There's another, like, kind of a bit of like a noise as like the this magical speaker turns back on. You can head in now.
Okay, I thought I was waiting for the buzz. I've seen this before. Try to open the door too
Yeah.
early and you get shocked with magic or something.
Ooh.
Sure. We're just letting you in though.
Oh, thank you.
Did you want to get shocked?
Well, no, that's why I was waiting for the buzz. That's why they always say, like, these gates are, like, built to keep things out and, magically protected, so wait until they're open, and they usually signal that with, like, wait for the buzz.
I mean, yeah, that was how it was used to be, but, like, no, if, like, the gates open, it's like, you can come in, but, yeah, don't try busting in. I would not recommend it.
That's always a bad idea with, like, these wizard places.
But yeah, Blackstaff, she's wrapping up something, and she'll be down shortly.
All right.
You just wait in the courtyard.
I just realized we all have like squishy, wet shoe sounds following us.
Kind of, yeah. Oh, no, actually, because Celia can, like, literally clean herself completely, like, dry. She did that for me. I don't know if she's done that for
I'm
Cordelia.
assuming I was doing that for me on the way back. Probably haven't gotten a chance to do Cordelia yet.
I assumed you did, like, yours first, and then
How long has it
bit
been?
of a walk, so
If I could, then yeah, I would do it.
Yeah,
It's
like
kind of
40
over for last
yeah,
night.
you guys probably spent like yeah. So you guys are dry at this point, though maybe a little crusty, because I think that you would still probably have the
with the spell, I could get rid of just about
essence.
anything.
I mean, fair. The gate closes behind you guys as you enter into this courtyard, and sorry. Okay. You guys see a familiar flash on this circle on the courtyard, and the Blackstaff appears. Would you like to join me in my office so that we can discuss these matters in private?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess.
You guys step onto the circle. She taps the staff onto the floor, and you guys are transported into the office yet again. Again, high into the sky, overlooking the city, windows all around. She kind of turns towards you all, and so how did it go? I
So
presume
remember
the fact that
last
you're
time
still
we were
here.
here, you said you wanted a chance to see if that dragon egg of mine hatched.
Oh, yes. Has it?
Yeah, it'll probably take a while. Hopefully everything goes right. What if I told you we had a chance to talk to a dragon right here and now? That was not seemingly a bad person.
Are you able
dragon.
to
It was
drop
very
the
polite.
wards on the gate so that a dragon could come in?
Oh, right. She, this is a lot of information. To start off simple, I presume this dragon is in fact real and is in fact also not any harm to the city.
Correct.
Seems to be the the curious type just wants to go look, explore, and such.
Interesting. But that's good news.
And he is
Said
open to
that-
talking if you'd like to. And he just pulls out a stone.
Do you also pull up the coral?
Yes.
Okay. She kind of takes both of them. I would be very much interested in speaking with this dragon, though we will see what comes of it. Sorry.
Nothing but good, I imagine. He was a very nice and gentlemanly dragon.
He was also very well informed. We seem to have been collecting books of knowledge, the city, and a few other subjects.
This seems good. I didn't hope. I was hoping that he would not be any bother and was just here for his own interest, and it seems like that is the case. If this is the case, then we should have nothing to worry about. I am interested in, though, as well in. That means it's still working. She kind of mutters under her breath a bit. I have a bit to share with you about this dragon ward. There is, in fact, a ward over the city that prevents dragons from entering into its boundaries. It does not extend into the harbor, as that is why he seems to be able to take up residence just fine there. Likely when it sounds like he tried to enter the city in disguise, which, if a disguised dragon were to enter the city, who knows what would happen. I would like to meet him. I am curious in what this dragon might be like. I see he gave a piece of layer. That'll make it much easier to get in and out. Though I admit I do not have. Forgive me for seeming a bit. What would be the word?
Disgusting?
Imaginative? No. Though, if that is what is coming off, I hope that is not how you see me. But I currently am not in possession of the means to allow him to enter the city.
Oh.
Who is?
That is an excellent question. There was, when the barrier around the city was created, there was a staff created that embodied its power. It held the ability to allow dragons to enter the city without any impediment. That staff was last known to be possessed by Daggelt Neverember, though we are quite sure that he does not have it anymore, and that it would need to be in the city.
So it all comes full circle.
Our working theory is that wherever his famed cache of dragons resides is also where the dragon staff resides. So until I would certainly wish to meet this dragon and learn more of him. And I would not want to necessarily allow entrance to the city before that I could meet him, but until the cache of dragons is found, or more specifically, Agaron's dragon staff is found, I will not be able to let him into the city.
Alright, that seems like a simple enough task.
I like your optimism.
Well, I'd find something that dangerous and powerful. Should be a piece of cake.
You would
It's
think
not like
so, right?
there aren't plenty of other people looking for the cache of dragons, as well as the dragon staff.
Yeah.
So now we have to find this cache of dragons. Awesome.
Yep.
Question.
Well,
The dragon ward that affects it affects all dragons and like monsters, like lower dragons like wyverns, right? Or would it just be like straight dragons?
any type of dragons would have trouble being in the city. Without being first She kind of pauses for a moment. Without being first touched by the dragon staff, but that brings me to a question. That egg of yours, if it is truly a dragon, what will its reaction be to the dragon ward?
Yeah. Not pleasant, so I'm gonna have to try something else. If you could get to talking to him, I may have to ask him a favor later.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk with him, we could do that now.
I have a few other things to take care of. Like I said, that dragon's not due for a while.
Yes. I presume that you've given it the care.
Yes.
It should be taken care of. Chances of it succumbing to illness would be low.
I'd rather its first reaction to this world not be whatever pain he told me he felt when he got close to the city.
Oh, is that why Alphonsus says I hurt sometimes?
It's an unprecedented situation.
That's a possibility.
No comment?
It is an unprecedented situation, but thank you. I will look into these matters more. And, if all goes well, hopefully the city will have gained a valuable ally.
Hopefully.
Well, is there anything else you have to ask of me, or... Celia, I know that you presented the book with me. I've had some time to look over it, but I would request some more as well. More time to look over it.
How much more time?
I heard from Rainier you're going to work security for his party at High Harvestide. Correct?
Yes.
How does that then sound?
Yeah, I guess that's fine. I don't think I'm in a position to argue with the Black Staff.
Well, I don't mean to intrude, it's just I am kept relatively busy. But I do admit this is another thing that has intrigued my curiosity. Captured my curiosity.
Rainier's party it is, then.
Well, there are no further questions. She kind of places her staff onto the ground again, and you guys are back in the courtyard.
Alright, time to go. Well, I'm going back to the manor.
Wait, did she?
Yeah.
Did she pay us?
No,
Right.
the job isn't
Sorry.
done yet.
Because technically we did the
Actually,
job.
no.
It was to
I am...
investigate what
No,
was going
actually,
on.
that
Report
is
it back to
my
her.
bad as the DM. Before she taps her staff on the ground to send you guys back to the courtyard, this is just me as a DM, kind of like going back and making sure I'm not doing anything bad.
Pretty good.
Did she set a specific amount that you guys would be paid?
No, I think she just asked us to look into it, and she determined the amount by what needed to be done and what actually...
Yeah, I don't think she actually gave us a set
happened.
amount.
Oh, I thought she said 200 total,
she?
or am I thinking of another quest?
I think
That
that was
was from money
Mert.
The
Mert
money
bags.
Yeah, that's just my nickname for her.
The human Garfield.
Pretty much.
Garfield, the devil's
I mean, you could say they
human.
both are going to give us 200 gold. That's fine.
Let's see.
Each.
She pays 75 gold each and hands a fourth bag to you guys. I see your friend is not here. I'm not certain of what has happened with her, but I trust that you can either split this among yourselves or share it with her at your own discretion.
So we split this up among ourselves, or what?
What was that?
I was saying, so we're splitting this up among ourselves, or what?
No.
Who does she hand this other bag to?
She sticks it in between the three of you.
Celia will try to reach out for it.
Orthonis is just going to make a quick note of it. Okay, then we'll know you're the one who handed it to her. And if she doesn't get it, she can have her complaints with you.
Celia will just shrug
she normally
her
does anyway.
shoulders. Yeah, it's not like she's not used to that.
We'll let her know you're the one to complain to, and if she doesn't find it.
Yeah, sure.
Enjoy the dragons, and I'll enjoy the dragon. Wordplay. Anyway.
I think I need another 25
Have a nice
gold
evening.
for that.
Well, I'm heading home. Immediately
Okay.
going up to my room, locking the door, and then I need a shower.
What
We
time
have to
of day is
divulge
it?
our secrets, Celia.
It is late afternoon, I'd say, at this point. You guys can go on to the following quest, or we could just leave it here tonight, because it is on the other end anyway.
I'm good either way, though I would request a quick hour of because he wanted to actually change and take a bath
That's fair.
before it goes to do anything else.
You just finished getting wet, so let's get wet again.
Well, you have to
I'm
rinse
kidding.
off the salt water and everything, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stuff is...
Get all
It'll
the
hurt.
sand out of your
Oh,
breeches.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, also, he is going to, just because he's in his room now and he's private, what actually was in that second chest and the other things? Because he did get a little bit of just a few random coins. What was the actual amount?
So it's there was no gold in that chest, though it appears to be a fairly sturdy metal chest itself. Though it has rusted and a bit of coral has grown on it as well. Inside there are 39, but between the copper and the silver that is in there, there's a total of 39 pieces of silver. Not just including the copper added up. There is a... what's the actual description of this? Sorry. It is a... let's see. It is a token that is kind of stylized. I don't know how this actually looks. It's a feather token, which has a anchor imbibed. I'm stumbling over my words now. It's an anchor kind of carved into this token. Or specifically, it's kind of outwardly pressing outwards in the shape of an anchor onto this token. And inside that smaller box, wooden box, is 4 small lidded pots and a brush inside. There are the 4 different pots are, let me get this right, black, blue, green, and red. What appears to be paint. I'm not sure exactly what they are or what they do.
You can paint the egg like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
You can try them out on something.
Okay, so black, blue, green, and red.
Yes. Black, blue, green, and egg. I'm sorry.
Let's go again with an anchor on it and just the 39 copper or silver.
Yeah. 39 silver, yes.
Okay.
Which you can round up, that's roughly the equivalent of 4 gold. If you want to just... Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
do you try painting anything?
I'm going to try painting something, just see if it'll do something different. I'm actually going to take out my new brass knuckles and try painting one black with the black paint and then the other with the red. And just give it a little design.
Interesting. Maybe...
Look, I'm not smart at
what design?
Exactly poison.
Do you paint any particular design on there?
I mean, I'm assuming I was actually going to go for like a fang design, I think. Or maybe, actually, red was going to be fire. Black, I was actually just going to draw some fangs. Because I'm using...
Okay.
These are the upgraded knuckles.
Which one do you do first?
I'll probably go for the red, because fire, I think, is easier to draw.
Okay. So you kind of... How in depth do you get with this?
Should I roll, what would it be, performance or dexterity? Not sure which would be for artistic talent.
Dexterity plus your performance proficiency if you are proficient in performance. Or you can just roll straight up performance, whichever you prefer.
I think performance actually makes a little bit more sense.
Okay.
19.
Okay, performance. So you do a pretty good job. Though again, it's only the red. You don't have oranges and yellows, but still you're able to kind of create this fire-like design. The moment you finish, I think it was like brass. It's brass and the red. It kind of looks nice. But the moment you finish, it erupts in flames for just a split second. Brilliant flames, but it dissipates a moment later. Not harming you, but your brass knuckle combust.
I'll guess I'm not going to be able to wear it for like a little bit. But yeah, just going to look at these paints and think, glad I didn't start with the other ones. Just going to put these away, carefully just roll them back up and put them in a little box, like a little treasure chest. Something for later, I think, because I was honestly thinking about painting something else that would have been so much worse.
Do you try painting anything else?
No, this has unfortunately sparked an unfortunate survival instinct of not the simple junk I thought I picked up off a shipwreck. So those are just going to be stored away in the
roll an Arcana? Well, could you roll an Arcana check just to see if you know what these are?
Seriously, that? Hey, I make it. Nope, that's 2.
Ooh.
That is 2. I don't think this is paint. I think this might actually be that powdery stuff Cordelia uses for her guns. So I'm just not gonna mess with it.
Sure.
This is probably
Do
the
you as
stuff
a
they use for
player?
guns, so I'm just not gonna mess with it.
Do you as a player know what this is?
I think I do, and I'm just so mad that like it's the barbarian who fucking found this.
Yeah. I mean, he's the thinking man's barbarian. But
He is.
not
Have
the
an
first,
idea for this.
not the best first thing to draw with it.
Honestly, like, you want my honest take on this? If he had rolled a little higher for an intelligence,
Yeah.
what if he tried to make a stamp fist with this stuff as the ink?
Ooh.
Like a literal, like, a little bit of it gets dabbed on the, like, thing, he slams it against someone, and it's just an imprint of a burning piece of fire. So, like, a little fireball is etched into the knuckle now. Every time he punches someone, like, the ink gets, or the paint will be transferred onto them and then burst.
That's an interesting use for it, and could make for really cool, particularly a cool flavoring for a magic item. But unfortunately, this. So I'm just gonna share out of character and out of game real quick. These are marvelous pigments, which is a set of magic items that basically whatever you paint with them becomes real, kind of. So, like, but also kind of looks like they were painted. And any you can draw like fire or lightning or any other sort of effect, but they just kind of dissipate immediately and don't do any damage. But
This would, like, if a bard or a really
Still cool.
sharp wizard or artificer, because this makes the best kind of flavoring. Honestly, if I knew what these actually were, like, in the game, I'd think of selling them to the theater, because, like, these would really do great things for your show. You know, for as long as they lasted.
yeah, it's a fun set of magic items. Yeah.
Cool beans.
Interesting.
But yeah. Cordelia, Celia, was there anything you guys wanted to do before we wrapped up? Because I think we're probably.
Celia's not going to drop this whole thing about where were you last night, Celia? What were you doing, huh?
I mean, you could ask her.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. I
She
mean,
did.
Arthronus still has to go back and see if he can work out that deal for cigarettes.
Mm.
Yeah, you could ask her. I don't know what kind of
Cigarettes?
answer you're gonna get now, but
Yeah.
you could ask her.
Okay, well, Cordelia will ask her. So, just slap her wet, just like swings her hair and it just sticks to the other side of her face. Where were you last night? What were you doing?
I mean, you were following me, weren't you?
Yes, you were skulking. And then you followed some feller, and then I lost you, and I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, the captain of the city guard. Remember from that warehouse where we found those dead gang members?
Yes.
Yeah, he was just helping me escape.
Escape what?
Apparently someone's been following me.
Well, that would be me,
I
but
mean, other than you. Arthronus said that there were shadows that were following me.
oh.
And apparently
Now,
they still
why
were.
would these shadows be by a circus by the dock?
Celia will shrug her shoulders. I have no idea.
And she'll just like gasp and then be like, "Did you work for the circus?"
No.
Oh. Really? Because I thought from like the way you dress and everything, and that maybe you could have been in a circus.
I mean, there was a point in my life where I was a dancer, but I don't really like to talk about that part of my life.
Oh, right. So you're not a runaway bride then?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, that might explain why you're running from something, and if you were in a circus and then you weren't, and then
I can promise you.
something happened.
I can promise you this. I am not running away now.
Okay. Well, at least you're alive.
Yeah, I guess that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me about this wedding.
Well, this wedding. Okay, so this is a bit of a story, but anyways, and then she just kind of falters again as she thinks, "Oh, should I tell her this?" And then she looks at Celia with like the most serious expression you've probably seen her have, and she says, "Can I trust you, Miss Celia?"
I mean, who else am I gonna tell?
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, can you keep financial secrets?
I like to think so, yes.
All right. Well, see, back at the ranch, we stumbled across a vein of gold, and at first we thought, okay, it was maybe just a freak nugget or something, but then it turned out to be much more, a whole stinking vein, possibly even more, and well, we couldn't just get it all on our own, so it was going to take more equipment and funding than what we had at the moment to do this, and being on a farm, you can't just neglect your work there to work on a mine, or what we think is a mine. So, Daddy, he went out on a business adventure to go try to find somebody to uh, fund the adventure. And, there's a gang where I come from called the Duncan Boys. And Silas Duncan, oh, he is the worst. I mean, he's the most despicable man, but he's also not a dummy, unfortunately. But, while Daddy was away, he plotted by some legal rodeo. Don't ask me how, but that by marrying me, he could get everything. And he had his gang all around him. Well, I mean, I had to. Otherwise, I don't know what he would have done to my mom and my little brother. And so I took the wedding. But I also, since I'm not a dummy, I asked him for 3 things. 1, a fancy dress. 2, a proper ring. And 3, a priest. Well, he got all these things way faster than I thought he would, because I thought I was going to send a message out. Well, and during the wedding, by my mama's crafty mind, she managed to get me to a horse so that I could run away and try to find my dad to get a message to him. And that's what I've been doing in Waterdeep this whole time. Looking for him.
I see. So you are
Yep.
trying to find your father so that you can protect your land from this gang.
That's correct.
Huh. Interesting.
Hey, that's my line. I'm kidding.
So
that's what I'm doing here.
So, I mean, I guess you haven't mined up any of the gold yet, right? So you're not really like rich, right?
No, not yet.
But it's there though.
It is.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah. But knowing Silas Duncan, he's probably found a way to try to dig it up on the property anyway, even without us being completely properly wedded and all that.
Do you think he's still there at your farm, or?
That's just the thing. I don't know.
Because, I mean, if you had left to find your father, like, who's protecting your farm?
That's just it. I don't know. That's why I've been trying to find him.
Huh.
Find my daddy.
Interesting. Well, this has been a very informative talk.
I guess that's one way to put it. But anyway, that's why I cannot wait for Mr. Rainier's party so I can mingle with them upper class folks and try to find out more information. Because the sooner I find my dad, the sooner I can get all this figured out and get home and try to find out what's been going on the whole time.
Yeah. Definitely seems like something you'd want to hurry up and do.
Yep.
Interesting.
If you ever hear of somebody named Silas Duncan, well, let me know and warn me, will you?
Of course, I definitely think that we'd want to stop him at all costs.
And Cordelia's just beaming. She's just like, I knew I made a good choice.
Of course.
All right. Siler, I see you rolled a intelligence check. Are you rolling for anything in particular?
Try my best to hand these paints over to someone who might know how to use them, and I rolled an 11.
No, I mean it's you. Maybe bring it out.
Maybe something I'll mention to them next time.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I found some paints, but they kind of turn into fire. That's not normal, right?
Nope. Not unless
you did specifically draw fire.
Picture and then you burn it.
I mean, that's the thing. It didn't happen instantly. Was the thing.
Or you didn't drunkenly knock a lamp over on whatever you painted?
I am 90-30. I'm 80% sure I didn't accidentally draw with whiskey and then spark it a light.
Well, maybe you should try it again. See, that's something in science that we call... What step was that again? The scientific method. She's just kind of looking at her.
What you're talking about.
You take the evidence, and it's not a hypothesis.
I mean, I could try and see what I could learn from them if you let me see them for a bit.
Is it blowing stuff up? I think that's probably what it's called.
No.
I don't know if that's scientific.
Okay, I'll try it again, I guess. May as well.
Maybe.
Someplace that's not going to do this.
Yeah.
And I'll take a little bit of the red, but this time drawing it a very small actual flame on a piece of paper. Just drawing a small little flame.
Spouting after you're done drawing it, kind of just spouting out a little bit is this kind of only not a couple sparks, but it's like if you turned on the lighter first, a lighter for a second, and then turned it off. A little bit bigger than that and a little bit more wild.
And the paper's not burned at all, right? Just the ink's gone?
All. Yeah.
That.
Ooh.
She's gonna take out her spellbook and kind of set it on the table and then start flipping through it. Can I see one of those?
Here's the red one.
And she's gonna start trying to cast Identify.
Yeah.
It'll be as a ritual though, so 11 minutes.
As a ritual, yes. Regardless, after a couple of minutes, after 11 minutes, you are able to discern what this is. It is, in fact, yes, these marvelous pigments. Whatever you draw with them kind of comes into being. Not kind of some limits that you note are that let's see. It lets you create inanimate objects or terrain features, such as a door, a pit, flowers, trees, rooms? I guess if you use enough of the paint, you could even create like a room.
Hey, you can use this to fix up the guild.
Or weapons.
Or to fix up the tavern.
It doesn't last.
So, let's see. You can only... Nothing created by the Pignets can have a value greater than 25 gold pieces. If you paint an object of greater value, such as a diamond or a pile of gold, the object looks authentic, but close inspection reveals that it is made from paste, bone, or some other worthless material.
You could definitely use this to fix up the tavern.
Whatever you create does look like it's been basically drawn. So if you were to create like a chair,
so our tavern
look
will
like a drawing,
have Borderlands texture.
Yeah, that'll be a nice gimmick. That's the theme that we're going with. Surrealism.
You also don't exactly know how structurally sound that would be.
We're about to find out.
That should be more like the outer layer of like our last little decorative touches. Let the like main stuff be actually built.
I guess. Trying to save some money here, but yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah.
Also, the only colors you have to work with are black, red, green, and blue.
I mean, that's a lot of them.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
there,
can we mix colors to make new colors? Like if I mix the red and the blue one, do I get purple?
But we're missing one of the main ones, which is yellow.
And white.
And white.
Uh,
okay, so we have to go find the two missing colors.
Well, here's the thing. We don't know what will happen to this paint if we mix it with normal paint.
Oh, I was saying mix it with each other.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
It'll all just be more black paint. That's a guaranteed black paint.
I mean, true. This entire... It will be a really black tavern. It's okay. I am 100% fine with that.
Purple, what will happen?
So is there anything else you guys would like to do this session?
I think that belt covers it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I finally got to say my backstory. Woohoo!
Definitely going to look into that token coin later, just because it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to learn about Cordelia's backstory. Got to learn about Celia's backstory a bit.
Mm-hmm. So she just pleases the leader of a gang or something, and she wants back in.
Oh, that's what we assume, but we don't know what happened or why, or at least why she believed things were going to be so bad when she met him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this entire day Celia
Seems
is
to have
in
offered
like
a second
such
chance.
a good mood.
Or maybe this whole mission to bring the paper to somebody is actually just a setup to get her in worse trouble.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this is a test in the information because like they're asking them to write a story. Is that going to make things harder for other people or easier for them?
You don't have to write anything.
It's already been written. I kind of want to read it too.
That's the thing. What story do like they want published that'll help them?
It's an expose. Who are they exposing?
You.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's my guess.
This is the burn notice for you. You just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think if that was the case, they would do it in a lot of different ways.
I don't know. They could be flashy. They're a circus.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to read it before I turn it in, though. Just so that if I don't see anything published like the morning of, I could go there and see what happened.
Do you want me to read it or like let you know what it says now? Or are you reading it now? Or do you want to do that next session? Do you want me to tell you between sessions?
Whichever works for you.
I'll just do it now.
Okay, do it now.
Written on this piece of papers, and I don't have like a specific story for you, but I have some details. It's an expose on devil worship among unnamed Waterdavian noble families. The story mentions orgies and secret deals happening behind closed doors.
Interesting.
That sounds awfully generic and like some pretty basic slander, but okay.
Okay. I love it.
You can tell that this is meant to stir up commotion among noble families.
Yep. Perfect. This'll be fine.
Anyway, I'm gonna kick Craig out.
Bye, Craig.
Hasta la bye-bye.